Friday, the 24th of June, and welcome to TDA The Day After, your favourite news platform and the home of popular culture as defined by the actual culture. And of course, we are hosted by the absolute best. But before everyone introduces themselves, subscribe. Please. Right now. Go on, tell the Killies. The Killies probably have subscribed.
Introduce me today.
I should introduce you. Yeah, it goes, what do you mean, like, an introducing marks?
Yeah, like
How you would have guessed. How you would have guessed.
Is this like a fetish thing? All right, cool. Okay, let's do this. All right, cool. And first up, you may see him on no behaviour. You may see him on filthy fellas. You may see him in your girl's DMs. But it is my man,
Screaming.
Margs.
I respect that. That's why I told you to do that, because I knew what he was going to come with.
You knew you were capable. He said, I know what you're capable of.
I knew.
Thanks for believing in me.
Thanks for having me, man.
I'm happy to do it for everyone once a week if you like, but continue.
Yeah, you can do me on Tuesday.
We can't. We might have a special guest on Tuesday, but you have to subscribe to know.
Ooh, yes.
I've been listening sometimes, guys.
I love it.
Go ahead, sir. We need your actual intro though.
I thought that was perfect. It's
I
me,
thought
man.
that was
I thought that was
really perfect.
I was ready to move on. I can't lie.
Well, you can tell who's awake today. I think Marks is half asleep. That's why I couldn't bother to do that. But
I'm 6, man. I'm good.
Are you?
Yeah.
That's good. Okay. That's right.
Yeah.
Another. Why were you up at 6?
Because that's what time I need to wake up in the
Oh
morning.
yeah, fair. That's fair.
Wait, what?
Obviously, sorry. But the last couple of days you've been entertaining people, so I just was wondering if you were up. But you're right. We have to be up here.
But you know, is that life is all about balance. So you know, we're a family because she can't bring you all the way up and not bring. Do you know what I mean?
That's
It's
not
about
bringing
balance.
you down. Fair enough. I
Nah,
accept
but
it.
you know, he's doing his business. So it's about balance.
Snitching ass quiet.
It's about balance. But yeah, it's the Shade Queen, my own royalty.
Your beautiful people is Big Koi defending your right to laugh during sex.
Wow.
Do you laugh during sex?
We're gonna need to go into that one.
No,
You're not-
no. I would like to introduce the. Oh, cool. Go on, sir.
Okay, so then we're gonna circle back on that.
No, we're not gonna.
We're circling all the way
Squares
back.
only.
It's your boy, the big oracle,
Come on,
the voice of reason,
kill him.
Mr. Rotations.
All right. You know what? At this point, I'm gonna let him have voice of reason.
Now, I'll be honest with you, yeah. The way you are dropping, I absolutely love it. I'm actually looking forward to it. Like your intro.
Oh, okay.
You know,
I'm liking because do you know what he does as well?
What?
There's a pause.
Yeah.
Let's get them silent.
Yeah.
Get our attention.
Do you know what it is?
I
It's
love
7 years of podding. He's
I
got
love
this
it.
on lock.
There you go.
Do you know what I mean?
love
You already know he was gonna come with the skill.
Yeah, I love it.
You know, if you
Yeah.
haven't subscribed by now, you're a thief. And you believe in slavery. So if you love slavery,
Don't subscribe.
Exactly.
Yes.
So that says a lot about
We'll
you.
know who the people are.
But yeah, guys, what were we up to yesterday?
Laughing at during sex. So what's that about?
Also, have you got a date after?
Data?
Date.
No,
You got
I
a date
don't
after?
have a day after.
Makeup is...
No. You could just say I look pretty. We didn't have to break into like, we didn't have to go into all of this stuff. Yeah, thank you.
Obviously, it's a bit early for a date, but I'm just...
brunch date.
No, but to be
Do you know
fair,
what?
by the time we finish though, brunch will be on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
I am going to brunch afterwards.
So I was right. The
No,
oracle
but it's
stacks
not a
again.
date. It's not a date.
It's a date though.
No, it's not a date.
You can have a date with
It's
a
a
girl.
vagina person, so it's not a date.
You can have a date with a girl.
That's it.
Bare girls always saying date night,
I-
and then it's their girl. Am I lying?
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I used to be one of them bitches. Yeah,
You're in women's business.
I used to
Don't
be-
put our business out there.
Yeah, you actually. So I did that one time. All my this is when I knew I did too much. All my girls messaged me like, "Oh, who is he? Who's finally got
And
your
then
time?"
they build up. Now you have to be like,
And
no,
I'm
it's
like,
actually nothing.
Yeah, and I was like, "Fuck, is Ree from work?" Like,
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
love you when
Ree.
that happens.
But yeah, so now at this point, I don't say date unless it's
Yeah.
actually a penis person.
Okay.
Yeah.
I say date for everything.
Mm.
But
It's
I'm
very misleading.
laughing during sex. I need to understand. We're like,
All right,
'cause you know,
cool.
it's every day you give us something new.
Yeah, something to not because I have defended
And I'm
the right
here
to fuck
for
it
it.
up. It's
And
not
I
every
love
day
that.
follow the rules.
I
innit?
love this new thing. We're
Thank
looking
you.
at. So-
I've got one for the whole week. Like
Oh,
a lot
perfect.
happened last weekend, so I'm just been teasing them out.
Okay.
But okay, laughing during sex, yeah. Boom. You lot all say you don't like people that fake it, all right, yeah? So shouldn't their sex personality be consistent with their non-sex personality a little bit, right?
No.
Boom. So I have a friend here who's hilarious. Like she's really,
Okay.
really funny. She's also very sexy,
Mhm.
bum, breast, do you know what I mean?
Everything's there.
Doing everything,
Okay.
all of that, right? And she's got both her nipples pierced as well. I don't know, I'm adding
Okay.
extra information, but she's
She's adding to the sex.
do you know what I mean?
Okay,
She's
yeah,
good. She's got half Nigerian, somewhere from East Africa as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Powerful combo there. Anyway, so she was telling me that how a guy that she slept with the day after If you haven't subscribed, you believe in slavery. Stop it. So basically, she was like how a guy that she has slept with the next day was kind of just talking to her, whatever.
Okay.
Boom. But then he kind of said, you know, I'm going to be honest, I find it a bit weird that you were laughing at certain points. And then she was like, because she's never had negative feedback about her sexually, she was kind of just like, oh, tell me a bit more, right? So she was like, well, he was like, at one point, like, we were getting into it, and then and I know you did this on purpose, but you called me another dude's name and started laughing.
Did your friend want you to tell the story?
Yeah, no, she doesn't, because will never know who she is. She's not social media-ish.
Your friend, is, I like her, first of all.
Yeah, she was just,
because I think she's chaotic. And I love that. How are you gonna call another guy's name?
No, he was like,
LOL.
He was like, I think they were having a sex conversation. So let me try and mimic what was said, yeah? So whose is it? Kind of something like that, yeah? And then
she said, that's yours.
she said a name that was obviously someone that she was never fucking, someone called Nigel. She's not fucking someone called Nigel. So she's like, Nigel, just started laughing. But she could tell, because that's why she said she was riding for longer, because she felt like she had to make up because it didn't land. Yeah. But she was like, she kind of was disappointed in him that it didn't land because she felt like he was the kind of person that would
but you know what
take that in stride.
That's what happens when you date a funny babe. Everything's a joke.
Same
with girls say everything's a joke with guys.
This reminds me of one encounter I had, man. I'm having flashbacks.
Oh, no, not PTSD.
I don't think you're the kind of person you'd laugh in
no,
bed
not
with.
me.
No, she was laughing.
She was just bare giddy. She was bare giddy, bare smiling, bare like...
What do you want it to become? Some kind of
I was like, what is amusing you right now, woman? Like, bare giddy and smiling, happy and cheery and...
Did I seriously when the guy's
laughing
like, woman?
a bit. It's not the emotion you should be conveying.
Especially somebody who's like as woke as Yusuf. To call you woman, he's getting your
attention. Yeah, like he's getting your... Like, I'm not playing around.
I'm like, you're too happy right now.
If a guy laughed, I'll actually be like,
you think what? You're trying to break it down and she was just giggling in that.
She just seemed like she was just bare giddy and excited and just like... It was
she was coming.
No, it was too early.
It was too early. Okay, sorry, sir. Time off.
Yeah, a guy can't laugh when you're in bed with me. What's funny?
I didn't get what was going through her head. That's what it was. I was just like...
No, but you can't have the whole thing be a romance novel. It can't all be like... Don't get me wrong, that's my preferred mood, innit? But like, there might be a moment where it's just like...
It was funny.
Ask her.
Because I think... No, you can have like moments where something happens and you both
She just felt like she was fucking it up. She felt like she was fucking it up. Right?
Was it like a nervous
Because she has this thing, yeah, where like she can really isolate her lower back kind of thing, so she can really do moves, right?
Okay.
So she just thought she was fucking it up, so she was really confident in it. So she and this guy, when they like banter really well, with clothes on, so she thought that wouldn't have been too much of a mad one.
Yeah.
But she felt embarrassed because she was like, this feels like a negative review. Do you know what I mean? And now I think because of her pride, I don't know if she's gonna give him the cooch again.
Oh really? Oh, she just don't laugh.
Question. Have either of you ever cried during sex?
Okay, so...
Call you the best.
So, my girl, she was in a relationship with somebody. Guy fucked up with her heart bare times, whatever. This is no longer my girl today, innit? This was back in the Quay. And she was like, she sat me down and she was like, Quay, like... Because she went back when she shouldn't have. And she was like, but I don't regret it because the sex was so good. Like, literally, I started crying. And ever since then, I've been not searching for crying sex. But I'm like, is that a thing? Crying? Is that like a level, like, crying sex?
I believe so.
Do you have someone
made a girl cry during sex before?
I believe so.
But you know why she was crying?
Like one tear?
There's a joke there, man. You usually need to watch the new Jimmy Carr thing.
Jimmy Carr? Tell us a joke. Tell us a joke. You haven't contributed at all, by the way, to this. Your thoughts on this laughing thing.
Huh?
The laughing thing, like, is that bad, good?
I think if you got a personality and you get along with the person, if it's the right scenario, what's it matter if you laugh?
So if someone a girl's riding you and she calls you Yusuf, and then you're like, and she just starts laughing, you're gonna not this Yusuf, obviously, but it won't affect you, innit?
It wouldn't affect me.
But it won't be a plus
unless it was funny. If it was funny, then.
Yeah, maybe the joke just didn't land.
I
just think it didn't land.
Because I don't mind, but if it don't land, and it's just like...
And I think it also depends on...
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's funny though, you ask her who's pussy, just says another name, it's funny.
she said
I'm not gonna lie, I'd laugh.
Exactly, I think it's funny.
Okay, maybe
if I know what she's like and I know this is a joke,
this is who she is. Like, this is who she is.
What she look like? Show me,
No, I'm not going to show you.
I told you we don't do that.
We don't do that anymore.
We don't do them things.
You would actually like her because she's a thickums.
Like you was
East
talking her
African
up. I want to
face.
see if I can help her.
No.
'Cause we can laugh
Help
together.
her what? Help her laugh.
Yeah, we can laugh.
She's already said that she's into Esther and Yusuf.
Mark said she
When she
can
watches
laugh
the
with
show.
me.
What
Tell
do
us
you
a
mean?
comfortable space.
Like she said that like if she was like who she's attracted to. She was like Esther Yusuf.
That doesn't make sense.
She's bi.
okay.
Yeah, so she was like, yeah, like she. Yeah, just showed her.
I'm very
Confident. Yeah, it's nice.
This made my day.
I might show you her.
Yeah, man.
But yeah.
When you know better, you do better, man. She'll change her mind.
Wait, what did you say?
As in she'll pick you over these two.
Man, she's good. Make her meet me. I bet
Do
she
you know
change her
what? I'm
mind.
invited to the next the day after event.
Make her meet me. I bet she change her mind.
You got a great personality, but she's met your personality. I think that's what
she
I think
met me.
she's like you're I don't know. I didn't really ask more. She was just volunteering this information. She's really cool though.
No, she sounds really cool.
No, yeah, actually,
She
I'm
sounds
not
like a
invited
prize.
to like
She sounds
yeah.
buff. I'm not gonna lie.
No, she's really cool. She's really
No, she
fun.
sounds
She's
really,
like a
really
big
cool.
sis, 32. She's cool.
That's sweet.
Yeah. Anyway,
Cried?
No, not true. No. Why did you do this?
do you know what?
Just checking.
Do you know what Yusuf? Yusuf does not let a round go by. But
No, he
Esther
doesn't.
answering
Yeah,
the
you
question.
He doesn't.
Because you always try to scurry away from
No,
the
he says,
question.
you said
Will see this.
Huh?
You said how excited Koi was.
I know, but
Okay, you can
excited.
go
I thought
first.
you were going to tell us about you.
No, I've never cried during
Okay.
sex because I think I never even knew it was a thing.
Yeah.
But then when she mentioned it, I was like, what? So what is it? Is it the pain that he put you through that made you cry? The fact that you lot's relationship is never going to be more than it was? Or, or the fact that the pleasure was so mad that...
I'm assuming the pleasure is so intense, the tear ducts
Activate.
start to
Activate.
activate, basically.
Have you ever cried during sex?
No.
So what's your favourite thing to see?
That's
It's
a
Friday.
That's a buzzkill.
What's your favourite thing to see? Like, what makes you feel like you're doing a good job in the bedroom?
When he starts crying.
That the guy does.
I can't think on the spot. I'm afraid you're gonna have to come back to me.
Have you because you gave me you made me down
Let
this
me
app and
forget.
it's no better.
Set a timer.
What do you mean? It is better.
So where's today?
I told you have to go all the way to the bottom. Sorry, guys, but I'm teaching monks how to use
Confused.
technology. Go all the way to the bottom and
Right.
it's on there, Dave.
Still hasn't used Amazon Prime,
Right.
guys.
24th.
The bottom says 7th.
Oh shit, we have a show to do.
The 6th.
Can I have the device?
Brent, sorry, you didn't answer the question. Do you think it's silly to laugh during sex?
No, it's not.
Okay. Yeah, I've always preferred Trinidad.
Don't cry during sex, man. I'll be honest with you. That's a buzzkill, man. I don't this ain't
Is it because it's too close to like assault and that?
I don't know. It's just this ain't the movies, man. That's not sexy, man. Like, don't.
He feels it's too close to love, innit?
It's not too close to love. It's too close. Anyway.
All right, guys.
You should
Well.
know what that is. My goodness. I still want to hear the Jimmy Carr thing, but
Yeah. Or would it be better if Jimmy Carr
Is it?
tells
Is it?
us?
Anyway, it's an off-air situation, or is it?
Hey, I'd rather tell the joke off air.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you,
And I
all you
appreciate
just did-
but Jimmy Carr told the joke publicly. So all you're doing is repeating his public
Yeah, but you
joke.
know
Oh,
when
that's
Mark
true.
says it now, it's a different tone.
Association.
That's all?
Yeah.
guilty by
Yeah, nah.
association.
Oh, no.
Association,
Yeah.
man.
All right, guys. Well, since we really dived in there.
Yeah.
Where did you find that?
Basically, I've changed the setting for you, so the most recent one will always be at the top. But it was there, it was just jumbled up.
Ain't that
Women
love?
in tech.
Ain't that love?
Always.
You need to catch up. All right, let's jump straight into global news. All right, then. Strikes are catching on like wildfire. Ministers fear Britain could face a summer of strikes as union flex their muscles in the pursuit of inflation-busting pay rises. British Airways Heathrow staff have voted to go on strike after rejecting a 10% pay offer, and even more walkouts are planned despite warnings that pay rises will fuel inflation. As BA staff at Heathrow voted to go on strike, it emerged today that teachers have threatened to go on strike this autumn if their pay demands are not met. Education Secretary Nadhim Zahawi said such a move would be unforgivable, particularly after the interruption caused by COVID's lockdown. The Transport Salaried Staff Association, TSSA, announced that its workers are to vote on strikes next month. So the earliest that industrial action could be taken is July the 27th. And the Communications Workers Union, wow, these are a lot of acronyms, which represent postal workers, could be amongst the next group of workers to strike for higher pay. Some have even demanded settlements 5% above inflation, which hit 9.1% yesterday. Ministers are rushing forward new anti-strike laws today as militant rail unions inflict misery on millions of travellers again.
What's killing me is that the guy said it'd be unforgivable. Then give them what
More
they're
money.
asking for and then it'll be
Yeah.
forgivable.
I think what Emman would say is, what if we give everybody everything that they're asking for, inflation will only get worse. Then it's a cycle. They could then ask for more to match inflation.
But inflation is getting worse with people being poor.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? So
Yeah. I'm not against the strikes. You don't know I have a love-hate relationship with strikes, but now I know we can call in. I'm fine. But with that, I personally feel like teachers do deserve more money.
yeah,
Not the horrible ones, but like the nice ones, like
I don't think
Miss Lee and that.
unfortunately everyone's gonna have to get it.
I know, but I don't mind. I don't mind, innit? But I feel like some teachers really put their back into it.
Yeah, they do.
Transport, like I'm surprised that the BA Heathrow people didn't strike ages ago. They've been going they've been in it. Like they've been really going under it. Or whatever it is. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like strikes are necessary. But I think even if they put anti-strike laws forward,
They can't do
strikes
that, 'cause
are
I feel
not
like-
law-abiding.
I feel like that would be even be infringing on your human rights.
Yeah.
Because
Where did you hear? Did you just pluck that out of the sky? Have you heard something like that?
What?
Anti-strike laws.
I mean, I just read it. It was the last thing I read. Ministers are rushing for a new anti-strike clause today as militant rail union inflicts misery on millions of travellers again.
That's what.
Just
Is that allowed though? Would you? Like, that's
Yeah,
what,
that's
Yeah.
your human rights. That'll be human. They can't do that unless Priti Patel's behind it. Then we don't know really.
No, but they can do that. But in my head, yeah, strikes are not meant. They are anti-establishment anyway.
yeah. So you can't anti.
Well, you're gonna put me in
Yeah.
prison if I strike. That's
Boy, who
crazy.
knows? But it looks like everyone's about to strike. How do we strike about petrol prices? Can we do that?
I
Don't
can't even
drive.
think- What would the
Uh,
anti-strike law look like, bro?
Not drive.
That's what they want.
That's the strike.
There'll be
Yeah.
some punishment
Yeah.
attached
Actually.
to it.
Yeah.
Is that?
Whatever it is, it'll be some sort of infliction to the people who are.
Are you in the mic?
Protesting.
Can
Can
I
you hear me?
suggest something? Because I think I might have a
What do
better
you-
answer
what
than
do
Brent.
you not know?
I look at
Yeah,
Yusuf.
Brent.
Yusuf, can you hear Brent?
Not really, no.
No,
Not
can't
Brent
hear
kissing
you,
his teeth at a black woman. Really uncomfortable with that, Brent.
Anti-strike laws. I'm struggling with that.
I
one.
think anti-strike clause, what if I was an evil minister,
Mhm.
yeah, and I had to like stop people striking, I would say legally they could only strike at times where it would affect us the least. So I would say like Sunday afternoon. And
that's defeating the object of the
of a
strike.
strike,
though.
exactly.
Like the unions are in place to protect the workers. You get what I'm trying to say? So these are like extreme measures.
Or they'd have to do tons of paperwork before they would be allowed to strike. Did you know?
Nah,
something
not
to-
you making them work more.
No, I'm saying if I was an evil minister, that's what I would do.
earn your strike.
No, I'm struggling with that one.
Or like give up 10% of your pay, or something that would divide them. Do you
But
know
you know
what I
what's
mean?
funny? What's crazy is that not everyone wants to strike. So that's why they have to vote on whether or not they're going to strike. Because sometimes not everyone's on it. Some
But-
people think, listen, mate, relax.
But remember, you're not.
Wouldn't you double down if it is an anti-strike law?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
go harder. But I'm saying that striking is not. You're not supposed to strike, innit? Once you're under contract and you pay, you're supposed to go to work, innit?
Facts.
Yeah? And that's what I'm trying to say. So strike is not
It's
supposed to happen
anti-establishment anyway, yeah.
Yeah. So the act of the strike, how can you like police that when it's
When
like,
it's not meant to happen in the first place, yeah.
anyway?
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
of course.
there can't really any consequences for you basically doing it, is it?
There's no consequences. You're
Well,
saying,
what consequences
are there?
are there?
None. But how can there be though?
Well, that's what they're
That's what they're
saying.
trying
They're
to
now looking
introduce.
to basically put punishment on the people who are now looking to basically say, I want a fair shake.
And that's why I don't understand how that's going to get pushed through. I don't understand how they can do that.
But you've seen the
They will
government
though,
do
because-
madness.
yeah. 'Cause-
we're literally post-Brexit right now. And where inflation's up, prices, you guys are complaining about it every single day. I mean, we're living in this other side of the
Are you saying
world,
that's the
right?
government punishing us? I thought that was just the consequence of the scenario.
Oh, 100% Brexit is a punishment for something, but this, I'm not on the side
For
of
our
the
sins.
consumers. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. I obviously have a bias.
Oh, okay.
Brent, can I ask a question, please?
Yep.
When this goes out, yeah, are the people going to hear you loud and clear?
Yeah, they're hearing me because I'm here.
fucking
I'm
love this
here.
babe.
The mic is right here.
I
Am I
love
with
this
me?
babe.
Okay.
You don't even know.
Do you know what it is?
Headphones on.
Esther
I don't need
Brent's
that mic.
Brent.
No, to be fair,
Yusuf
I
does.
can hear him. Not as much as you
Yeah,
would be if
just
you
in
were
the
close,
background.
but I can
That's
hear
me though. Don't worry about that.
you. Yeah.
Esther Brent's Brent. Esther is Brent's
Brent, yeah.
arch nemesis.
Yeah. Brent and I'm just Brent with a wig.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get
In
some more
Nigerian
light
version.
for you guys so that people can see Esther's face clearly whenever I talk.
You're going to do what?
Get some
Get
more
some
light.
light.
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah.
And I would like my
Can
face to be
we-
seen even when you're not talking.
And
Brent.
politely,
Respectfully.
I would love if the camera went back a little bit. Just a little bit.
Because
Because-
sisters are making requests.
So, no, I said it with love today. That
that's fine.
as
As soon as it is, I change that to reflect all of y'all. I can do that.
Okay.
what do you mean?
The image.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah.
Can't you Photoshop Yusuf?
No.
Here,
Stick a sticker.
or here some. Do you know what we should do? We should do this, yeah? But everyone on Yusuf's back.
Not me, bro.
Just make a suggestion.
Mark said pause.
He looks like stuff for shit.
Do you know what it is? It's when he looks disappointed in you.
No, because you're actually like a dad. Like, you cross your leg. He was like,
Not me, boy.
not me, boy.
Anyway, guys.
Stop it, will you?
Now we've given tons of ideas to the
man.
evil ministers and tons of ideas to the strike people. Let's move to the next headline. No music, please. So Boris
I was about to
Johnson.
say that.
Yes,
got
you wouldn't
this.
know.
Pardon?
I would hear that. Brent, get off my back today, please. It's Friday.
All right, so Boris Johnson suffers brutal double by-election defeat as voters abandon Tories. Boris Johnson has suffered, a brutal double defeat at the polls as voters turn their back on Tories in the two critical by-elections. In a night of high drama, dramatic, Labour won back the Red Woosh seat of Wakefield, and the Liberal Democrats overturned a 24,000 Tory majority in Tiverton and Horniton. Conservative chairman Oliver Dowden quit this morning with a warning: we cannot carry on with business as usual. The disastrous results will pile pressure on Boris Johnson, who has been trying to restore his battered premiership after he clung on in a no-confidence vote earlier this month. No sitting Prime Minister has lost 2 by-elections in a single day since Tory John Major in 1991. As Johnson jetted off to Rwanda on Wednesday for the Commonwealth Head of Government meeting, but he will not be able to escape his domestic woes. Labour leader Keir Starmer said the country has lost confidence in the Tories, saying that the Conservatives have run out of energy and ideas. Britain deserves better. Wakefield has voted Labour because we have the solutions for challenges facing the British people. The Labour Party is back on the side of working people, winning seats where we lost before and ready for government. Liberal Democrat leader Sir Ed Davey said the Liberal Democrats have made political history with this stunning win. It is the biggest by-election victory our country has ever seen. This should be a wake-up call for all those Conservative MPs propping up Boris Johnson. They cannot afford to ignore this result. In Wakefield, Simon Lightwood was elected to the Yorkshire seat with a majority of 4,925 on a swing of 12.7% from the Tories to Labour. The previous Wakefield MP, Imran... Hey, this goes... The previous... all right, let's just talk about what we've heard so far, yeah? Because this is TDA, so let's just talk about what we've heard so far.
I'm not gonna lie, I was looking through it, I think, God
said-
damn.
Do you know what it is? Because I feel like there was bare vim at the beginning of this monologue, but no, we'll get back in, but let's just break up a little bit so we make sure that people are following along, right?
Yeah.
So, it seems like
In
the
a nutshell,
Conservatives,
yeah, Boris is carrying last.
yeah. That should have been the headline. Yeah, Boris is carrying last, but what I don't like is the confidence of Labour. Like, they're acting like a loss for the Conservatives is
It's a win
automatically
for
a win
them.
for them. We still don't trust you either.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't. And for you to even say that we are back on the side of the people, so you knew you stopped?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I'm not really with that. Does anyone have any other thoughts? Some comedy to
Throw in there.
You know what it is? Politics is my strong suit. And this is, yeah. You know what? Boris is done out here, man. Boris is done out here.
I'm actually finished.
a wonderful take from our correspondent to Parliament. Great. All right, cool.
In a nutshell.
Listen, I just want to say, yeah, because Brent, you did an amazing job, yeah, with Wellness Wednesdays. But you see, I believe Emman would have condensed this. So a bite-sized chunk. Feels like you copy and pasted a little, but maybe there's something interesting coming on. So
100%.
yeah, so we're gonna keep
This is
going.
important information.
yeah, no,
That's
we're
what I was
going.
thinking.
We're going. Don't.
Now, please.
Wow, kiss us. This
Please.
isn't you. This isn't you.
You're already hired for the
Yeah,
job.
do you know what I mean? You ain't gotta do that. Keep your nose not brown. Come on, let's go. All right, so we're going back in. In Wakefield, Simon Lightwood was elected to the Yorkshire seat with a majority of 4,925 on a swing of 12.7% from the Tories to Labour. The previous Wakefield MP, Imran Hamed Khan, quit after being found guilty of sexually assaulting a 15-year-old boy, a crime for which he was jailed for 18 months. Wakefield was one of the red wall seats won by the Tories in the 2019 election after being Labour since the 1930s. Mr. Lightwood said, the people of Wakefield have spoken on behalf of the British people. They have said unreservedly, Boris Johnson, your contempt for this country is no longer tolerated. In a major upset, the Liberal Dems overturned a 24,000 Tory majority to win Tiverton and Honiton. The contest in the Devon seat was triggered by the resignation of Conservative Neil Parish after admitting he had watched pornography on his phone in the House of Commons. A dramatic swing of almost 30% from the Tories to the Liberal Democrats saw Richard Ford secure a majority of 6,144. The new Lib Dem MP used his acceptance speech to call for Mr. Johnson to go and go now, claiming his victory had sent a shockwave through British politics. Mr. Ford, I think, said, the people of Tiverton and Honiton have spoken for Britain. They sent a loud and clear message. It's time for Boris Johnson to go and go now.
No, it's serious news though. That's got serious implications.
Yeah. Yeah, we went into it.
100%, man.
But I feel
This
like
is
outrageous.
damning stuff. This is outrageous.
It does paint a picture that the Conservatives are not only ill-equipped.
No, but it is.
It is. And I'll explain why.
Serious matters.
Yeah, serious. I will explain why. It does paint a picture that the Conservatives are not only like ill-equipped and like not qualified, but also disgusting. Like
But
crimes.
they're losing ground, which more importantly, they're losing
and touching
ground.
kids, but not all of them.
Oh dear.
The Tories are in the mud. They do everything bad.
They honestly.
But the thing is that they've been in the mud for a while. But I just think, because they've been in what? They've been in leadership for like 3 terms now. Am I wrong? David Cameron?
I was thinking, I don't think Labour was going to get back into power just because I don't really know. I don't really follow their policies and stuff to know what they're doing. But I know like the leadership and all that over there, like it's not really in a good place.
Yeah, there's a weak leadership. I think they became weaker after they disagreed on whether who is that white dude Corbyn split them, innit? And that's when I saw what I felt like was Labour's true colours. They want to be better than the Conservatives, but they're not overly for the people, in my opinion. That's kind of what I saw. So, yeah, man, there's some addition. Yeah, I'm going to read the rest of the last part of this. Okay, to those listening who don't know much about politics, these are the little details, the fine margins that matter to the greater conversation as it pertains to how our daily livelihoods are impacted. Seeing as politics is all about wins, losses, and the optics Seeing as politics is all about wins, losses, and optics of it all within each given news cycle, this is a huge blow to Boris Johnson's leadership and governance of this country thus far. We, the people, need to continue applying pressure all the way up to the next election and beyond. At TDA, we've been keeping you abreast with how the choices that this government has made over the last 10 years has plunged us into an age of deep uncertainty and despair. We shouldn't be comfortable. We can't be comfortable if we remain asleep. We will be the only ones that will perish. We, the people, need to give more time to educating ourselves on how politics fucks up our daily lives or fucks with our daily lives and just how much power and influence we will have once educated. One thing is for certain, is that we at TDA will be doing all that we can to facilitate that. Let me say that one more time. One thing for certain is that we at TDA will be doing all that we can to facilitate that, to empower you guys with the knowledge that helps you make the decision that's right for you.
Do you reckon, when's the next election?
That's key information.
I think what's most important is I don't think now that the party members have confidence in Boris Johnson. They're going to want to kick him out before the election.
Yeah, but I was just
if he
thinking
runs the election, they feel like
they're definitely going to lose.
Yeah.
But they might anyway, because I remember when they got that red wall, that was big business. So for them to lose it now does look really bad for them, regardless of whoever the leadership is. That's what I'm saying. All that, there's definitely a swing in the voting with the people and stuff, and 24,000 votes to make up on is huge as well.
To live them as well.
So them man must be nervous. That's what I was saying. Obviously, Johnson might not make it anyway, but I was just thinking, when are the elections? Because these lot could be in trouble. These lot could really be in trouble.
I think the country is tired, but I also feel like my one issue with Labour, bear in mind I've been raised all my life to think Labour's for us, is the fact that they are meaty with like taking control. Like your opponent has been fucking up back to back to back. You lot ain't even been able to PR that. You lot just, I don't know what it is. It's like a lack of vim. I know there's
don't
lots
really
of
know what it was like. We was young through that Labour term. There's only been one Labour term, I think, innit? In
What do
our
you mean?
lifetime. When Labour's been in power and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So we don't even really.
No.
Has there in our lifetime one Labour term?
I think Emman said this the other day, you know.
Well,
Hold on.
I remember. Well, I
Tony,
don't
Tony
even-
Blair,
Blair.
was Labour, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was
That was.
You started that list like we had
What
more
was that?
scum.
what about
That's
I-
it.
I- I think
what's
this-
Gordon? What was Gordon?
Margaret Thatcher, what was she? Conservative.
She's definitely
She's
conservative.
conservative.
Yeah, she was.
She's definitely
what's
conservative.
his
He
name?
did say he wasn't about politics.
Gordon Brown.
Gordon Brown, yeah.
Conservative.
Was he?
Was he Conservative? I thought it was Labour. Okay.
I just feel out there. I don't know.
No,
Oh.
Brown was not conservative.
Yeah, he was
It was
Labour. Yeah,
Yeah.
2007 to 2010. Esther, I like your
Okay,
confidence
she
though.
Of course, when you say things with confidence, people just buy it. You can't
No,
do
but I
it.
did. I immediately go. I said, that guy, I remember being embarrassed.
Would
Yeah.
that be in the same term though? It was a change of leadership. It
Yeah,
weren't-
it was a change of leadership, but
Hold
it
on,
was
what's
still,
what's a term? What's a term?
However,
4
what is it?
years.
4 years?
Yeah.
Something
4,
like that.
5.
Okay. Oh, was Blair only in power for 4 years? I thought it was more than that.
What do you do? 4 or 8? I
feel
don't know.
like
You
he got
can
2
you can
terms.
check. Yeah.
You can check too, nigga.
You got iPad.
we need you back,
Use it.
man. We need you back. But yes. So there was a question going before we went into
This
like
is
the
so
history.
funny.
I do think Brent is correct in bringing our attention and being like, yo, we need to stay abreast of this because
Yeah.
it does impact us. Like everything we complain about, from fuel prices to all of that, comes down to these guys. But I just don't know if there's anybody who's ever going to be fully going to make everyone happy.
Mm.
That's just on that.
The Green Party.
But see,
So,
we need
hold
to
up,
be
wait.
careful with that though, because you lot don't like all the protesting and all of that. The Green Party, that's their people, them. No?
I don't know.
I'm not saying they're aligned with the Green Party, but they care about the world and all of that stuff. So they might end up sitting on your car.
1994 to 2007. That's a long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Who done that?
Tony.
Blair. So
You know what?
he-
His name even Tony Blair. Sir Anthony Charles Linton Blair. I was confused on something. Anyway.
Yeah, he definitely
Yeah, so 97.
See, he had good PR. He made himself more relatable by calling himself Tony. That's thinking. So continue.
Yeah, he
What
was,
year? How many years has that he done? 8.
so he was in power from
These man don't know about PR, man.
97
Can't. That's
to
culture.
2007.
What was 10?
Yeah, 10 years.
and he was the leader of the Labour Party from 1994
For-
to 2007.
Yeah.
And he was seen as good looking. And he could dress apparently. I'm just saying he appealed to the people on the levels that a lot of these other MPs don't think about. The end.
Yeah, Tony Blair was a nice little mixture of.
He had like, I'm not saying
left and
Obama.
right.
He was good. I think he was good.
He was a good.
He just did that dodgy.
What with the war?
Darn.
You know, I said do that dodgy thing with the war.
I hear them though, man. They tried to finesse. And it came back to bite them in the bum, but you gotta.
Yeah, but he had a good run though. At one point, he was famous. He was everyone's fave.
Yeah, Corbyn was just too left. He was just too sympathetic and
Corbyn.
Yeah, he was hard.
Corbyn
was
didn't
really
stand
in
for
it.
nothing. When they was trying to
What?
do that, he was trying to win the election off vibes and that.
Yeah, and like
Like
What? No,
grime
he
and young black
wasn't.
people and
Oh,
Stormzy's
I think he
brethren.
was standing
gosh.
for too much, to be honest.
You guys are so wrong.
Huh?
He wasn't trying to win off vibes. This guy was. He was the kind of person that you guys would really fuck with. Like he wasn't just. He didn't just start caring.
Left. He was far too left.
All right, but he didn't just start caring
All
once
right.
he was trying to be elected. If you go back into the archives, this guy has been he's been about everything he was saying.
100%.
So when you say he's far too left, that was his belief. That was his belief system.
Yes, but not for, and that's why it is he lost. That's why it is that he wasn't around for too long because he was far too left.
I think it should. Like I said,
And he's got his head in the clouds. He thought
That's it.
he thought
No,
he could
he
do the
was a bit-
London. He thought he could do the London urban thing and it carry
Yeah.
him through the country. Like the game plan was ridiculous. It was
the
naive.
game
And
plan
it definitely
was
shows
too
you can't
narrow.
be the leader.
It was too narrow a lens. But I think we only saw the stuff that was targeted at us. We don't know. He could have had comms targeted to like old white women in Shropshire. We don't know. Like he was trying to target us. Yes, it came across as a bit desperate, a bit Joe Biden-ish.
Yeah, it did.
100%. It did. But I
dying
feel
for
like when you think about it, none of these other MPs even tried to chat to this group.
Mm.
Like that says a lot. You guys just hate when people try. We love when people don't try.
You know, man, you just gotta be better, man. That's supposed to be the leader of the whole country. You gotta be better.
So he shouldn't try to talk to us? He shouldn't try to reach out to us?
No, he should just have a better campaign for winning this election.
he was trying to make friends.
Can I say though, I did like that whole zooming in and then when you zoomed in, there was an instruction that told you to go and look at the cat, and then zoom into the cat, and then when you zoomed into the cat, it told you go and vote for
See, that's
For
the
Jerry
that's,
Corbyn.
That's exactly why he
That's
didn't
why he
win.
lost.
That's exactly what he was doing. Man was out here
Who
doing
the
gifts.
fuck would have been
The
zooming?
heck?
Nobody zoomed.
Everyone zoomed.
No one zoomed.
I zoomed. Everybody zoomed. I thought it was a really good technique. I just think it was something that would have worked best for Kadi's advert,
I
not
didn't zoom
for
on
trying to
catch
be
my
prime
man cheating.
minister.
Sometimes I zoom his pictures.
But guys, all right, let's head it. Let's take it to Yusuf. Yusuf asked us a question, so let's go into topic of the day. I do think we should use that zooming thing. I think it'll be sick. Zoom in onto like
Different things.
Ain't nobody
Brent's chest,
be
then zoom
zooming
into.
But you and Brent, because Brent has to edit it and you just love to zoom.
I love to zoom. All right, Yusuf, I'm gonna
Yo.
hand this over to you.
All right, cool. So
I thought you said no. I said,
I said, yo.
No, it's not politics anymore. He's open.
All right, so obviously I'm piggybacking off of yesterday's segment.
Yeah.
Which was, what was yesterday's one again?
About bucket lists.
Yes, bucket list.
Mm.
Cool. So my question is to you guys. Right now, so tomorrow,
Mm.
you go into a coma.
Mm.
Right? You wake up 20 years later.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously life has carried on without you. As soon as you wake up, after your initial like, oh my God, what are the first 5 things you want to know? I'm going to start with
No,
you.
you're not.
What do you mean? This is
I answered the question already.
when?
You said, what did we talk about yesterday?
What?
I want to go like, I think we're going
Alright,
to
cool.
say.
All right, cool.
I'm going to start
You're allowed
with...
to do that. That was my behavior
Let's
yesterday.
start with Koi, please.
No, I'm joking. All right, so the first thing I want to know is, you've already said it's 20 years, isn't it? But
Yeah.
I don't know it's 20 years.
No, you've been told.
Oh, so I know it's the day, my mum's there, everyone's there.
No, so you've woken up.
You taking my answers.
Okay, cool. You've woken up.
Yeah.
It's only you and the doctor. He's told you,
What do you look like?
Koi,
Sorry.
it's 20 years in the future. And yeah, here we
It's
go.
20 years in the future.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, where's my family?
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because they're the ones that are probably going to give me more information.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Cool. Secondly,
Mm.
I'll be like, how are my investments going?
Okay.
Because I
Okay.
would have invested some shit.
Yeah.
Apple better still be booming. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then the second thing is, who came to visit me?
Okay.
Because that is going to let me know who will.
Yeah.
I'm not saying every week,
Yeah.
but monthly, if there's not someone in the call log.
Yeah.
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 Then the other thing I would like to say is, I know where I am and all of that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then the other thing I would like to say, I don't know, I think those are the 3 main things. Hold on.
It was difficult.
It was a bit difficult, but I do get to keep talking after the 5 questions.
Yeah, of course, of
So
course.
these are just like the
These are the
immediate.
first initial things. Like,
Okay,
you know what I
cool.
mean?
Then I'd be like, where am I?
No, you
Oh, I know.
You know where you are.
I'm on planet Earth still.
You're in London.
Oh, okay.
Wait, I want to be in Mexico.
No,
He's gonna be
I was thinking
disappointed.
aliens or something like that.
Oh,
I'm very
okay.
open to that
Okay.
reality. Okay, can I come back for the last 2? I did think
Yeah,
about
yeah,
it, but
that's
now
fine.
that I know that I've been told by the doctor and stuff,
Yeah.
2 of my questions were gone.
All
Sorry.
right, cool.
Yeah.
Big Marks from the east side. What are you telling me?
I don't even know what I'd want to know. I forgot about this question as well. Shit. I'd want to know what I would know where my family is first and foremost.
Yeah.
Probably, like where's my son and that. I'd want to know if Man United won any more titles.
Me and Marks on the same page.
Really? Football? 20 years of football you want to be caught up on?
Yeah, I want to know.
1000%.
Yeah, I don't want to know like, who the best player in the world is at the moment and what's going on with the football. I want to know what my living situation is going to be. Where's my house? Or do I even have one still? Like, do I have a home or a car
Brent
and
will
these
take you in.
things?
Yeah.
And then, I probably look to see if I got any of my old things or still like that.
No, you need new things now.
20 years in the
The 20
future.
years-
Big man.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
I'm starting from scratch. I've
But
got to
you know
get
what's
it.
so
Fam,
mad?
I've gotta
They'll
get
be
it.
visiting him the whole time.
Not all
They
of
probably
them.
moved on with their lives, married their
Do you
kids,
know how-
but they're still visiting.
Can I tell you what happened? They were visiting him. Then one day the dates clashed, the visit dates clashed, and they all found out about each other.
Oof.
And they were like, "Fuck, man!" And one of them slapped you while you were in the coma.
No, but you know what's mad? I don't think so. Do you know why I don't think so? Yeah? I reckon the doctor's a Killy. So the doctor had a right schedule going.
No.
Yeah.
So there was never any intersection.
Pattern
Never
out
that.
right,
Yeah.
innit?
No,
I
don't
can
believe
imagine that.
I do feel like somehow, his cheekbones would have flirted with one of the nurses. 100%.
You'd have to ask where
Oh,
your things are.
yeah.
Because where you getting, they're going to leave you into the wilderness. You'd have to ask if I've got any things. Have I still got any
What?
jobs?
Things are, it's 20 years.
So
Things,
what-
things have moved on.
So what are you going to do?
You got new things.
What do
You
you
got the
mean?
nurses
Start
that
afresh?
fancied you while you were in a coma.
Starting afresh is scary.
And plus,
You'd even still
That's
got
what's
shape.
scary.
and plus, you've
I can come out of a coma.
aged 20 years.
Yeah, a mirror.
This ain't no Captain America thing when you
I would
want
ask for a mirror.
to see what you
I would
like.
ask for a mirror. And I thought about this on the train. This was a new one.
That's scary, you know.
No, I would ask for a mirror. 20 years, I'm going to ask for a
No,
mirror.
I didn't think about that. You know, what do I look like?
Like, what do I look like? Because I haven't exercised. I know they're not moisturizing me.
No,
Like, because when I used to work with elderly people, a lot of the nurses didn't moisturize them because they just thought they don't need it.
I hope I have a black nurse because that's really I would.
Yeah. What's my hair saying?
But the thing is,
It better be locked.
you can't judge yourself though,
Baby,
because
don't.
you've been in a coma for 20 years.
I
Obviously,
think I would faint again.
there's been no type of physical
So I'm
activity.
going back.
Yeah. your
No,
body
but I'm
must be
saying,
in
what's
a
my face
state.
saying?
Body's just-
You've aged 20 years. Like,
Yeah.
what's my face? I saw a picture of Brad Pitt recently,
Yeah.
not age shaming,
Mm.
but he's not.
Who Brad?
Yeah, he's not Mr. and Mrs. Smith Brad
on the
anymore.
on the cover.
On the
that?
cover of GQ, have you seen
Yeah,
it?
girl.
He's not. But I
Yeah.
don't know if that was makeup. They did it on purpose.
Nah, I think that's his.
But remember, your face hasn't aged in a natural way. You're just in a bed for 20 years, so there's no like the right nutrients, the sunlight,
That's what I'm saying.
the face treatment.
need
None of
to-
it's happening.
I need to be grounded in reality. I need to know what am I working with?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I would ask that.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna share that because it sounds hella vague.
Imagine
but-
the first wax.
No. Do you know with
That
that
shit
one?
will hurt.
With that one, you gotta V it. You gotta warm in. Like you can't shock the system.
That shit will.
No, you
hurt
gotta cut it.
me.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
But yeah,
How would
so-
you feel if one of the nurses was holding you down while you was
Getting waxed.
he was waxing you?
I wouldn't. Well, and one
What?
of the
Like,
nurses,
if
I
you
wouldn't
forget.
mind, you know.
What do you mean?
No, I said he
Can I
was.
say something?
I said
This isn't a question.
He was.
Yeah.
This isn't a question,
Mm.
but I think but this might be trigger warning-ish.
Okay.
Just trigger warning it.
Trigger warning. I don't know how to describe it, so just wait and see what the comments say. I might just touch my nan. Let me explain why. Just to make sure no one's been there. It's been 20 years. Just to make no one's been there.
How would you know?
You would know.
They would
No.
have been there.
What if they done it 10 years ago?
Okay, but I would be so scared. I would feel like vulnerable.
They
I
would
think we
need-
missed
they would
what
need to
Ben
go
said.
there. They would need to go there
To do what?
To do
to
what?
clean you.
No, she ain't talking about that.
I mean, like, yeah, that no
Oh.
one's done anything. Like,
Like
you know, Kill
violations.
Bill.
She's
Yeah.
talking about like a violation.
Yeah, like Kill Bill. Because I would.
Did that happen in Kill Bill?
Yeah, she was raped by the nurse that was taking care of her.
Oh, okay.
And that's why she killed him and took his pussy wagon.
That was the.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
But yeah, so I might do that just out of like, disorientated. I don't know where I am.
Okay.
I'm seeing myself in a dress or
Okay.
like a nightgown. I did think about that, but I thought maybe that might be too trigger warning, but I would actually do that. But that's not a
Okay.
question either.
Okay.
But yeah, I think I've answered this question
No,
for
you
a long
have,
time.
you
Go
have.
ahead, guys.
All right, let's go to Brent. I feel Brent will take us to a different place.
No,
Okay.
not at all.
Okay, thanks.
Practical stuff.
Yeah.
What I look like.
Okay,
No, she said
I think
go last.
I'm supposed to go last.
Yeah, but mine is not spectacular. But Brent, go.
By the way, mine is not deep. Mine's very shallow.
Stop asking deep questions and giving us shallow answers.
shallow,
You see,
but-
it's like, do I still have my muscles?
No, not shallow as in my person. Just the things I want to find out aren't like profound.
Mm.
It doesn't have to be. Just present it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Okay.
What I look like, my face, my body, because I would have just shriveled. Who's been bathing me? I definitely need to know that.
And a nurse.
Why do you care?
Nurses, 20 years.
Yeah, but you want to get a
You
list
wake
of
up
all
for
their
5 years.
names.
You want to know who's been bathing me? I need names, ages,
It's
and
after
like
5 years.
what for though?
It's after 5 years. I thought it was 20 years. I was gone.
Yeah.
20.
Yeah.
I need to know the people who were touching my body.
I don't think you have that right.
What?
What difference does that make?
But what do you want to do with that information?
You're asking me what I would
Okay,
want to
fair enough. Fair enough.
The defensive club will continue, sir.
What my family and friends look like and how they've been living and succeeding.
Yeah.
I need an entire itinerary. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Run it off to me, please. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
What is Team B saying now? Who's in control? Who's in charge?
Imagine if we all disbanded.
Team is crumbled, man.
God
I
forbid.
feel like he would go back into the coma and say, fuck this.
I would die.
I said, don't worry. Don't even
It's like, after all
resuscitate
my
me.
work, do you know how much I edited?
I mean,
Yeah,
fuming, mate.
Number 4, what's my bank account saying? Because I have to live.
Mm.
And who's been sending those TNB residuals to my account? You know? I want to say who's been teaching as well.
I said, where's my pay?
I'm not gonna lie, after 5 years, you're not an
We stop
active
paying
employee
you.
anymore. Yeah? You ain't done shit.
We
You
start
ain't
editing your shares.
You ain't I'm so sorry.
You ain't getting no money from
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
TNB.
taking note
No.
of all of this.
Huh?
And I love that you're silent. I'm taking note of all of this.
No, we're joking. We're joking, but we're
LOL.
taking
Number
great.
5.
We're taking great care of you. We love you so much, but we'll be there every day.
We're visiting
We
you
might
right
even
after
film.
TDA
We might
recording.
film in your hospital room just to make you feel
Reporting
part of
live.
it. We apparently you can hear shit. We're gonna just keep it going.
I'd probably
Reporting
appreciate that, to
live.
be honest. Yeah.
They're reporting live.
And the last one,
On Brent's bedside.
this is, you're having too much fun. And the last one is who's been living in my house?
Me? We've been taking care of your house.
How do you think I made it to TN
TDA
day after? That's
TDA stuff. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, after 20 years, nigga, you ain't got a house. Like,
No, but
Do you know
that's
what
how
would be
I was to them.
sad?
the house is gone, big man.
I would be like, has anyone died?
Yeah,
Like
but,
of
yeah.
my, like I know I was
Yeah.
about my loved ones anyway,
Yeah.
but like I like to get bad news up front.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I think ease me into it, man.
I think the
Just got a
doctor
coma.
should let me do what I would like to do because I just came out. But yeah, I would. Yeah, 20 years is a long time.
Yeah. All right, so my one is, first and foremost, family. I need the whole summary. What's happening with my family? How's everyone doing? I want to see everyone, get the updates, what's been happening. My nieces, my nephews, my sisters, my mum, dad, just the whole lowdown, innit?
Yeah, you're great on I can imagine.
Thank you. Secondly, I need a full summary of Arsenal's last 20 years. I need everything.
I'm actually curious.
Where they finished in the league, what players they signed, won any trophy, won the league,
Wow.
Champions League. I need the whole
It's addiction.
rundown. Then I need the whole rundown of the NBA. Who were the last 20 champions? I need to know what's happening. What's happening with LeBron? What's happening with everyone? So I need the NBA summary, yeah? Then I need every bit of music that Nas has released. Stat. Where's my earpods? I need to plug in.
At
At this point, the
Press
music is
play.
just transferred straight into your brain.
Then the last one, I need to know what, like, where is technology now? It's 20 years in the future. What are the latest technological advancements? Are there flying cars yet? Are trains underground? Underground? What's happening?
Postal tubes.
That's my 20.
That's good.
Okay, good.
Sorry, that's my that's my
You're 5. Okay. I would want to know like basic information about myself, like what's my name, my
Yeah.
age, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Just about myself basically, just who I am and blah blah blah. My family, is my mum alive? How my siblings,
Yeah.
friends, that kind of stuff. Career wise, I want to know, am I still hired at TDA? Like, did they replace me?
Nah.
My other jobs, my homelessness projects and stuff like that. Who's been
So the
running all
homeless
those?
still homeless?
But the thing is, I think you got to assume after 20 years that that's all done.
No. I expect someone to have stepped up and done it.
But
What do you mean?
If I go in a coma
For 20 years?
for 20 years and no one thought to step up and carry on the work I started,
I'm not gonna lie.
that's mad.
I
As
do
in-
feel like Brent would start like a homeless side of the New Black, call it Esther's Home, where we give money to he would do
I
something in
can't lie,
honor
he
of
better.
I
Esther.
can hear that.
He would
Run
do
over
something in
him.
honor of
I can see
Esther.
that.
I don't know how long it'll keep going for, but
you
he
better
would
go for as long as I come out of that coma. 'Cause I think it's mad if I go into a coma and I've got these things I'm working on and not one person thought in Esther's honor, let me do this for. That's
What if they
wild.
gave you a bench?
What's a bench?
You know, like
Like a
when you go
park
to the
bench?
park, yeah, and they say,
That people can have
"Here's
sex on.
Esther."
No. No, that's so dead.
They do have things
A
on the park bench,
bench.
Esther.
And that dogs have shat on it.
What park
No.
benches? Your area is ragga. Like,
Nah, that's what people do on park benches, you know.
Mm.
People out here. Okay, and I also want to know what happened to me. Why did I get like what happened
Good
to me?
question.
Yeah.
Why am I here,
Yeah.
basically?
Yeah. Also, I think 5 years would have been more realistic than 20. Okay.
Yeah, because 5 years you feel like you can
Yeah.
still jump back into
Yeah,
life.
5 more.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
20 years
a bit-
is a sentence,
Crazy
man.
still. Yeah.
I can't imagine having a home and stuff, and you come out 20 years later, and you're homeless. That's wild.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Everything should be left. I want to know. Oh, bumba. I want to know that everyone cared about me. Like they didn't just crack on. I wasn't like
Yeah, I get
semi-dead
me.
to them. Do you know what I mean? Like I want my room left as it was because people would go in there and think
Yeah.
about me. If
Yeah,
I went there and it was now like a sewing room or
My
a gym,
perfumes are missing and all that stuff.
yeah, I'll be a bit hurt still.
You've been converted.
Would you not take offense if people did come to visit you after like
No.
5 years now?
Because I know how life works. If I was in
I
a
know
co-
how life works. I think you can spare
so negative.
an
No,
hour.
but if I'm in a coma for 5 years, I know who's coming to visit me. It's my mum.
Yeah, but
my
I think.
sisters.
Yeah, but I think.
I don't think my boys are gonna come visit me bare.
What about your girl?
She ain't probably want me and my girl anymore.
Wow. I'll probably get a webcam.
No,
As
I
in-
mean, okay, no,
I'm not traveling to
let's
see a
keep it
guy
a
just
buck.
lying down. So just get a webcam.
I'm gonna ask you
do
to-
whatever you want.
Ask you to
He said, you're not gonna
So
throw.
your
You're not gonna throw my
boyfriend
girlfriend
is
down.
in a coma for 5 years.
Not boyfriend, my husband.
So your husband's in a no. This is not what he asked me. Your boyfriend's in a coma for a long period of time, 5 years plus. Is he still your boyfriend?
I'll be honest, yeah. If there's
That's
a
what I'm
chance of
saying.
making.
Keep it a
No,
buck.
You can't leave your man.
wait a
because
minute,
he's
wait a
coma.
minute.
Uh-uh.
Wait a minute.
Junior, get
Because you didn't know.
Are
Wrong
you?
language.
Are you see either?
No, he's not. That's what's killing me here.
Go,
He's
go,
flipping
go,
you
go,
over.
go, go.
But you know what it is, yeah? You didn't let me land my point.
Alright,
I'm
go, go.
saying, if they said to me, like, he can survive, I can't like that's my man. That would be my man.
What's
You
what's
can't
that?
leave your man because he goes in
That's
coma.
deep.
What's that meme? That's my man.
I'm a step beside him.
I'm a step beside
What
him.
people might do,
Have another man on the side.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
might have like a companion with a few duties.
But
On-
oh,
Yeah, but you can't leave him.
You can't leave him.
Yeah.
Well, okay, you can leave him. Do whatever you want.
The thing is,
But
you can do whatever you want. No one's gonna. He ain't gonna
I
know.
personally feel like you're.
My mama will know.
I believe in your source. I
Mhm.
feel like your missus will still come and visit you for a very long time. And even if she is dating other people, you would still be.
Even if
I'll be honest,
or
yeah.
she is.
Let me say, I will say, if say 2 years, coming up to 2 years now,
Yeah,
and it's still not awake and stuff,
yeah.
and I end up having a new man or whatever, I can't lie to you, I will still visit.
Yeah.
So obviously when you come out home, I have to explain to you that, babe,
Yeah.
I had to move on, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But I can't never not visit you. And I think, I get it that obviously life happens to people, whatever.
Yeah.
But I think you can spend an hour, even just an hour every 2 weeks, 30
I hear
minutes.
that. I hear
Come
So
that.
you
and
say
see
you'll
this
move
week.
on but still visit him?
Yeah.
If it's going on to 2-3 years now and we don't know when he might wake up,
I don't expect
do what I've
any
got to do.
woman to not get on with her life if I'm in a coma.
You can get on with your life and still be there for someone. So when you wake up, you're there.
but then we
If
don't
that
know
makes
when he's
sense.
going to wake up. It could be 5 years, it could be
Yeah,
20
but you'll
years,
get
it
a
could be
phone
50
call
years.
from the hospital. You don't have to be sitting on the side.
Yeah, but that's what
No,
she's
but I'm
gonna
saying
be
that we don't know when that could be though. It could be 5 years, it could be 20
Yeah.
years, it could be 50 years. We don't know. It's
Remember, her life
chance.
is
So-
ticking on. Like,
yeah. So I'm saying that I will give you a time limit. Not I'm giving him a time
Yeah, what's the
limit.
time limit? That's what I want to. That's
So
what I'm trying to
I
work
think
out.
anything beyond 2 years, I will have to start making a move.
So if you had a boyfriend that got arrested for something that wasn't his fault and he went to prison and he had to do 3 years, you'd leave him after 2.
That's different. He's
No, 'cause-
alive.
and also not
No, but
only
he's
that, but she
he's
believes that
he's not
innocent.
dead. He's in a coma.
I know,
He
but
said he's
a coma-
alive.
No, but
Coma
coma though,
being-
we don't know when he's going to
he's
wake up.
still.
You don't, but you put a time limit on it.
Yeah, but that's different though, because my man who's in prison, I speak to him, I communicate with him, blah, blah, like I'm helping your case. That's different to someone who is asleep and I don't know the chance. I don't know if they're gonna wake up and I don't know when they're gonna wake up. I'm just sitting there waiting.
No, I hear that.
I think it's different.
I was just trying to say like the concept of being there for someone and still living your life. You can actually like do the two. I don't feel like you have to leave them to get on with your life.
I don't have to leave them, but I think at some point though, if I met, so say after 2 years, I'm like, you know, I open myself up to dating.
Okay,
I
yeah.
meet someone who wants to marry me in like a year's time. I can't tell someone who wants to marry me, I can't marry yet because my man may or may not wake up. So I'm gonna have to move on in that regard. And then, but again, even in marriage, I will still visit.
If you have kids, do you wait forever then?
If I have kids, I think that definitely makes it different. I wouldn't say I wait forever, but again, I think that time limit, I would be more, I would give more grace with that time than if I didn't have kids.
Don't get me wrong. I don't just expect people to just wait around forever in a situation
Yeah.
that you don't know. That's like open ended. That could just be anything. But
You think 2 years is short?
Huh?
You think 2 years is short?
I mean,
Pandemic was 2 years.
yeah, it kind of is short. Yeah,
But that's because
like that's struggle, innit? Use it all together. Like that's
Yeah.
not that don't sound crazy. Someone who's been in a relationship, or my boyfriend or whatever's been in a coma for the past 2 years. That don't sound like wow. That's what you're still doing there. You should leave them. That sounds like that's
And in fact,
horrible.
it's emotional
That
toll
sounds
on
like
that as
that's
well, you know,
that's
every
terrible.
day.
You're such a nice person.
I think comparing pandemic 2 years to
losing
your
love, yeah.
losing the love of your life, like literally, because basically in that year, I'm sad about your situation, your present situation. I'm also in a way mourning the fact that you may, like, I have to make peace with the fact that you may or may never wake up.
You have to
I think it's a
handle-
lot of emotions to go through. Like
You're-
2 years is
Yeah,
a
but
long
she
time.
has
You're
a-
also forgetting the fact that you're gonna have to now handle his side of the bills or responsibility, depending on
Yeah,
what you
it's
have
a
kind
lot
of
of
built
stuff.
together. Maybe you want to have kids by a certain time as well. Like, there's a lot of things to factor in. When I
Yeah.
see couples that where this is a bit off a tangent, but when I see couples where one person like has cancer and stuff like that, I feel like marriages are really built for different type, from very different from what we speak about on the timeline. Like
Oh, absolutely.
the wife or the husband oftentimes says, when I get too ill, like they kind of give a grace to their partner.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It's very, we're very privileged to be able to look at it from our point of view, but stuff like, if I have cancer and it gets to a point where I can't be there, so if I have Parkinson's and it gets to a point I can't be here, I give you the grace to go and like, do you know what I mean? Be with other people respectfully and all of that stuff. And in my head, like I said, I'm very monogamous and all that stuff, but that kind of trauma, that kind of real
It's
life
different.
shit, whatever that those two decide to do to get through, that's on them. So when you talk about like cracking on, you have to think as well, would your partner want you to kind of just be chilling and crying and sad or whatever? 2 years, I get it. You might be offended by that. But I think in 2 years of like, has she haven't lost the love of your life? I think I don't think I still do 2 years. I think before she's even opened up to somebody else, it would be just about 2 years. Then it would be like, I think it would be more like 4 to 5, if I'm being honest.
Because I think caring for someone who's like, who's like ill or anything like that is serious work. Because allegedly that's what happened with Nini, so one of the real housewives, Malanta. Her husband, he's had like cancer before and had it again or whatever. And this time, sadly, he passed away. But like when he passed away, she's basically got a boyfriend, right? But what people don't know is that he actually allegedly gave her permission to be in another relationship because he could see, like he knew he was gonna die and he knew how difficult it was on him. So the first time they were together, first time he had cancer that we saw on TV, they weren't together, but like the cancer made it worse, basically. And so they were kind of separated, but because I think they were gonna legally separate, but then they found out he had cancer. So there was like a thing of, okay, I'm going to stay here and take care of you kind of thing. But they weren't together. So then they moved them up and then they ended up remarrying anyway, renewing their vows or whatever. I think he brought them closer and whatever. Yeah. But then this time, obviously, it was different because he ended up passing away and she's moved on. People on the internet cussing and it's like, first of all, you don't know how people grieve. You don't know whether that's just you don't know the situation. But I think it did turn out that he did say to her that he loved that woman, you know. He probably loved her, man. He probably loved her. It's sad.
But yeah, I mean, we took it from jokes to
we got a bit
serious.
The range is long.
We like to make sure everything is balanced here. So let's ask the guys, because I know people love to hear your lot's opinions. How long would you wait for your partner in a coma? Which will never happen, amen.
Amen.
How long would I wait? I think she'll always be someone that's in my life. I don't think I'll ever completely forget about her, even if I've moved on. Or to be fair, after a certain amount of years, I will move on, but she'll still be someone who I check up on, take care of, visit.
Yeah.
How long do you get your dick wet though?
Good question.
3 weeks.
Days.
Nah, that's disrespectful.
Okay, okay. How long is it? How many years till you?
He wanted to kill Esther.
I'm leaving months.
But then days before you get your dick wet.
I'm gonna listen to it.
So,
I looked at him and I just looked at him.
Listen, don't leave. It's forever. So even if you
don't leave, it's forever.
No, you don't. So even if you get on with your life and because there's only so much you can do. You know what I say that, and that gets to a point. It's like what you're saying, going to watch someone just lying there. After a while, you don't even need to check in. You just need to be that point of call, innit? So it doesn't matter how long it is. When your eyes open up and they phone me, I'm coming there.
Yeah,
really,
sure.
but can we be honest? You know, you would have changed.
That doesn't matter. That's not their fault.
Yeah, you would have changed, but
they would have changed as well.
That's
They probably
that's
wouldn't
no one's
Bro,
problem.
their change was on pause.
You get me? Like when their eyes open, don't matter what I'm doing, no matter how I've moved on and what's going on, I'm gonna go there.
Yes, of course.
You get me?
But I'm saying in terms of
you wait. So you don't really. I don't think you don't because you don't. There's no. That's what I said. You can live your life and still support the person at the same time. You don't.
I think
there's no cut off
I
period.
thought you meant that we can I can move on yet still be that person's partner.
They can't actively engage in the relationship.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's their partner it's like in name only.
Yeah, but then if they wake up, do I then leave my partner that I've moved on with?
No, you got a decision. You got a situation to go and explain and work through. But that's
so
still
we're saying
your
the same thing.
No, but it's still your guy though. Like,
I said that we always that would be my friend still, and I will still come and check in on you, like regularly and stuff.
I say it's a friend. So what if you obviously you've moved on? They wake up, they want you back. You just say no. Because then that's what I say. You've got a decision to
I'm
make.
gonna say whether you have at it, and the winner takes all.
Yeah, like you now we're in
you're awake now.
Yeah, now we're in a movie scene. Do you know what I mean? But in all honesty, I reckon that person would have fell in love with one of the nurses. In their recovery period.
Oh, I hear you saying.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, cool.
You watch bare rom-coms and movies.
I watch a lot of shit. But like envision like you're not even. Go ahead.
Speaking of rom-coms, you know, like sometimes people wait, and then they wake up, they don't even want you no more.
I know.
So now you have to try and make them fall in love with you again.
You're deep in with age too, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They've woken up and you're 20 years old.
No,
thinking,
you waited.
I could do better.
You waited and they woke up and don't want you.
Yeah,
it's called that's what I'm saying.
You gotta kill them.
How? It's 20
years.
So
guys, now it's time to head into our next headline.
I have kids. I have family. I mean,
do you know what it is? That I'm sorry,
it's true. It's not really a choice because if you have a wife and kids
on,
over here, and your coma girlfriend from 20 years ago wakes up, you might have to fuck both of them.
Yeah.
I think what she was saying was that you waited for her.
Oh,
and then when she woke up, she didn't want you no more.
I'm joking. Cut that out.
Okay, but the guys have a habit of not answering questions.
Yeah.
You answer quick question. How many years until
like specific number? Because we heard
specific number.
Okay, cool. How many years until I find another girl?
Yes.
Until you move on.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Let's give it. Should we say 2 to 3?
Okay.
Yeah, I think 3 sounds fair.
You're a nuisance. You know,
An absolute
But
tyrant.
you did everything when I was talking, and now you're like, yeah, I agree. That's who it is.
No, you're right. I thought that.
To move on, 18 months.
18 months. You're so annoying. Why is it going to be 18 months?
You're like pussy.
1.5 years.
You're like away.
I was
Like,
18 months.
ow.
Now,
Cold
joking.
blooded.
Guys, do you know how soft I am? Oh my gosh, I'll be sleeping in the hotel, the hospital with them. But I will probably entertain dates and stuff like that.
Yeah.
After a little while, but I don't think my heart would be there. My mind wouldn't be there. It would just be like Paige and Jay.
You probably fall for someone else, but if when your man wakes up, you'll go back to your man.
And how soon do you guys
We've
have
have
sex?
kids.
Have sex.
Yeah, how soon do you have sex?
I think I can
But
wait
sad,
I can
people
wait for
grieve in
sex.
different ways.
Hmm?
People grieve in different ways.
What?
Man.
That's not the answer.
I think I'll be able to wait for sex because I think with my partner, like in a coma or whatever, I'm still emotionally invested. Like with me, with sex, I have to be emotionally invested in that
Okay.
person.
Facts.
So because of everything as well, I think it's gonna even take me longer than it usually does in
I
the
probably would have like
world.
super duper found God as well through the whole thing because I've been praying for his healing and that. So I think it would be easy for me
Praying,
to.
fasting.
Yeah, like, I think it'll be easy for me. All right, guys. Well, let's head into
Straight.
the headlines with news that is slightly more troubling than. Yeah, this is very, very deep. I saw this break on Twitter. But we'll bring it to you from TDA. So, high-ranking Nigerian politician Ike
Ekweremadu.
60 and his academic wife, who doesn't have a name, but she's 55 years old, are charged with plotting to bring a child from Nigeria to the UK for organ harvesting. The Nigerian couple arrested on suspicion of plotting to harvest the organs of a child in the UK are one of the West African nation's most high-profile politicians and his wife. Ike, 60, and a People's Democratic Party politician for 19 years, who was once deputy president to the nation's Senate, was held with Waneka Ekweremadu. Apologies for getting the name wrong, guys. In Britain this month. They are both charged with conspiracy to arrange and facilitate travel of another person with a view to exploitation, namely organ harvesting. They have been remanded in custody and will appear at Uxbridge Magistrates Court. The Metropolitan Police have said the child who is under the age of 18 at the centre of the alleged plot is in care. Organ harvesting involves removing parts of the body, often for cash and against the victim's will. In 2017, a former Nigerian government minister claimed that migrants from his country were having their organs harvested after being sold into slavery. Femi Fani Kayode, a one-time aviation minister in Nigeria, claimed that 70% of slaves who have had their organs harvested in North Africa are from his country. The Cambridge University educated lawyer added that the victims have their bodies mutilated and are roasted like suya, which is like shish kebab. He went on, roasted alive. This is what Libyans do to sub-Saharan Africans who are looking for a transit point to Europe. They sell them into slavery and either murder, mutilate, torture, or work them to death. Scotland Yard has not given the gender or the age of the child or the locations of their arrest, but given the suspects are appearing in court in Uxbridge, it is likely they were held at a nearby Heathrow Airport.
So sickening, man.
Do you know what's disgusting about this? It's disgusting, obviously, because it's happened in the West by way of where it's happened, right?
Mhm.
But this happens so often. Like, it happens to, please remind me the name of the condition where you don't have albino.
Oh, yeah.
There's parts of Central Africa, I believe, that their juju practices or witchcraft practices believe that good lucks come from their bones. So these children are like killed. There's even reports of parents giving their children up. Like, the abuse of like vulnerable people in Africa is disgusting, and it happens by people in the country as well. So I'm glad the child was saved.
Definitely.
Did you not get?
Bringing the kid over to harvest organs, you know?
Yeah,
Serious.
I don't even know if what I saw, that there was a Twitter thread. What I saw was that they weren't even sure if there was a blood match. They just got a child. They just got like a child.
So that's what they were definitely coming to do.
Yeah.
How did they prove it? How do they know?
I'm not sure, but I'm hoping
Sure.
more.
Apparently,
comes
yeah,
out
more
of it.
info will come out. This is all alleged facts here, but apparently their own child is poorly. So that's what this was for. But guys, like I said, this additional information was what was discussed on Twitter. This is not what TDA is reporting, just to make it clear. But yeah, apparently their own child is poorly. So that's why they were looking for somebody. So yeah, Yeah, I don't know how it was discovered, but as we get more information, of course, we'll keep you up to date.
Yeah,
Scary world, man.
very.
Very scary world. Sorry, guys. But yeah, so but with all of that, guys, let's lighten the mood and go over to Word on Road.
So, Word on Road is that Kadi has a new show with Channel 4 where he will be exploring Ghana, and the show is titled Crazy Rich Ghanaians.
Right. Let's celebrate the win.
Celebrate the win.
Isn't there another show called Crazy Rich something?
Crazy Rich Asians.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Esther, I know you got more for me though.
Oh, I definitely do.
Yeah.
So that's the news that's come out. It's going to be Channel 4. So essentially, he's going to be taking you on a journey through Ghana. He's basically going to be acting as a tour guide and ticket into this exclusive world full of rich culture, history, and phenomenal access. He'll be joined by another famous comedian mate who's a first-time visitor to Ghana. This is yet to be confirmed who he is. And basically, Eddie's taking them and the viewers behind the scenes of this high-end, mega-rich, uber-lux side of Ghana, whilst also digging deep into the beauty of the country's culture and history. So essentially, Eddie knows the right place to be and blah, blah, blah. So he's going to be taking you through all that stuff. And he responded to it and said, I am so thrilled to be working with Rumpus, that's the media agency, that's going to be doing all that stuff, and Channel 4 on this very special project. I'm so excited to showcase the different layers of this beautiful continent, the culture, lifestyle, and most importantly, the people. Africa is so diverse and is home to some of the most successful, impactful, and innovative people in the world. Sharing their stories will be an absolute revelation. And the commissioning editor for Channel 4 also said, Eddie is a hilarious, broad, and brilliant talent with a very different perspective on many countries that we simply don't know much about over here in the UK. We love nothing better than a celeb travelogue and seeing how the other half live. So the combination of the two in an unexpected destination should make for a highly entertaining watch. However, the people are not very happy about this because Eddie Kadi is Congolese. So people are saying, how have you got a Congolese guy showing people Ghana when they're Ghanaian people that could have showed people Ghana because they're from there? And I saw there was a tweet that was very interesting to me. A lot of the Ghanaians are reacting. People from here are reacting. People from back home are obviously offended, really and truly. And someone said, it's always going to be a diasporan to be so out of touch to create this show for the entertainment of Europeans and other diasporans. Basically, as well, there's a lot going on in Ghana. So people feel like it's a bit tone deaf or like showing like the rich, luxurious, blah, blah. Yeah. When essentially there's a lot of stuff going on that means people are struggling financially and poverty and all that kind of stuff. So
But no one
not
wants-
giving
but-
Eddie the
but
show
nobody
is
wants to see
gonna
that, though.
cure.
Not giving Eddie the show is not going to cure it, but I think that they probably would have had more grace if it was a Ghanaian
Of course, yeah.
showing around. Do you get what I mean? As
Yeah.
opposed to someone who's not from there, showing what they. I'm not. Again, this is not me throwing shade. This is just me reporting the news.
Yeah.
But I guess the way they're seeing it is that a lot of people come round to like Nigeria. It's countries in Africa who don't live there, right? You come over for Dirty December, you have fun, you leave, blah blah. So it's like you come over now. You allegedly know nice places to go to visit. Now you got a whole show about it. But again, I've also seen Ghanaians who live here who are like, there's Ghanaians you could have given this, that could have had this show, basically.
I mean,
Does it matter? If there was a show like Lifestyle Rich and Famous of life, I don't know, whatever.
Of Nigeria, and they gave it
Or
and
Dubai. No, because
Okay.
because that's why we've got that bond. You keep saying African players. Right? If it was somewhere like, if it was a different country, say it was just Dubai,
Yeah.
whoever made the show, ITV,
Yeah.
and the host was just a blonde white woman, would you give a shit?
Okay, so can we jump on that?
Yeah.
Because I feel like if it was like the rich, crazy Indians and you give it to a Pakistani person, there would actually be I feel like the only
Even
person that
uproar.
doesn't get uproar is white because that's seen
Yeah.
as the standard of what an interviewer or presenter is. But I feel like if it was any other country, patriotism does come into play.
Yeah.
Like people do want somebody from their country benefiting from their country.
Yeah.
That would be my. I'm not saying that's okay or not because here I feel like the conversation is between Africans who live in Africa and the diaspora. Like there seems to be a conversation or like there's no room. There's not a there's no
There's
room
always
except for
there's
Twitter
conflict.
spaces. There's always conflict.
There's
like,
conflict between
always
people that live back home and people that live here.
Yes.
Who are from back home.
And then African Americans.
But so is it because he's African, but he's from the wrong country?
Yeah.
So it comes. I'm saying so. There's nothing wrong with the show. It's just the host. That's what I'm saying. They kind of got it
I
wrong.
think people. There's quite.
You know what I'm saying? If it was a white man, would you say why would you make us send a white man to Africa?
I think they would.
Accept
No,
the show?
but I think people still have an issue. But again, it's one of the things where it's like you can't really please everybody because some people have an issue with the fact that there's a lot of stuff going on in the country right now. So they feel like this show is tone deaf as it is anyway, right?
Yeah.
They feel like it's tone deaf to the reality of people that live there. Cool. There's that argument. Then there's the argument that, and on that other side of that argument, if people say no, but it's nice for them to see that we're not just huts and poverty and flies on kids' lips, right? There's that. Then on the other side, there's people saying, okay, but you couldn't get Ghanaian. You're telling me there's no Ghanaian celebrities that live in the UK that are actually in tune with the Ghanaian culture that can come and show around, right? And on the other side of that would be someone just saying, kind of your kind of argument where it's just someone.
Just managing the
It's
show.
just the host of the show.
Yeah, I think sometimes people just want to find issues with everything, innit?
Yeah.
Eddie Kadi is African. They hired him mainly because of his celebrity, his charisma, his personality.
Yeah.
And he embraced Africa heavy.
I don't think it's the issue that Eddie Kadi is the host of the show. Like, there's plenty of shows with like, I don't know, Louis Theroux, other white presenters who go to Africa all the time. I don't see the outrage then. But when it's a black man, why do we need to kind of like try and drag him? Just let him do the show. He's African at the end of the day. It's not like he's...
And he's not African, and then doesn't connect with Africa.
Yeah.
Eddie's whole brand is like loving Africa.
Yeah.
I do
Yeah, but
understand.
it's like what you said about the tribalism though, because I kind of didn't clock until you, like, for real, if it was a show about India, but the person was Pakistani, Indian people are going to be like...
What are you doing?
Like it almost comes across lazy, like in a sense where I'm just saying it. I think it's different points of view, but it could come across a bit like, oh, they're all blacks, so, and he has an accent, so he can do that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Also, I feel with Indians and Pakistanis, isn't there's a conflict, there's a rift there, right? And I feel like, for example, if they gave this job to a Nigerian presenter with the whole Niger, Ghana kind of like, even though the beef isn't real, it's more of a banner thing still.
Yeah.
I think Eddie Kadi, he's from a more of a neutral ground. So he might even be better for the job than say,
I think,
you know what I mean? A
I
Nigerian,
think anyone they
example.
gave it to who wasn't Ghanaian would have been an issue. I think because to say that you're going to explore Ghana and stuff, the culture, no one can know a culture better than the person who
That I agree
is
with.
of that culture.
If it's a fact of Eddie Kadi's not qualified because he's not Ghanaian, so he's not going to be able to really understand and
But he would have pitched that I go there all the time. Do you know what I mean? That's how he would have pitched
but I think...
But he's just hosting. He's not even producing the show. Do people even care? The people
No,
that
but then
produce
he's
that
like-
show, are they Ghanaian?
No, but he's...
No.
No, of course, no.
Most probably not.
But then...
And
No, but the thing is...
it's
he's meant to be
misguided already.
teaching-
What was
no,
wrong
but
with
he's
that?
meant to be
I
essentially
hear that.
educating people about Ghana, about the culture and all that kind of stuff. So for
Yeah, but he's just
them-
going to be reading what he's told.
No, he probably
That
has
makes
a love
it
for the
worse then.
culture.
And I'm sure,
He probably has a
I'm
love
sure
for the
he's,
culture.
I think that makes it worse.
he's going to learn, do his research as well. He ain't going to go in there blind.
No, he definitely won't, but I can't lie to you, I get the uproar. I get it because I think if there was a show about Nigeria and you got someone who's non-Nigerian, no one can know the culture and understand it deeper. If it was a thing where he's going to explore and find out as well, that's fine. But the thing, the way it's coming across is that he knows he's going to put everyone else on what the Ghanaian culture is like. Then that I get that. But if it was a thing where he's going to explore with the viewers, that's fine because anyone can go and explore.
I don't want to come across. You go ahead, Ken.
I'm going to say, thank you. For me, it comes down to how qualified is the individual.
Yeah.
I see Eddie Kadi as qualified. If you chose, let's just say it was a show about Nigeria and they chose Michael Dapper. I might look at Michael Dapper. Are you qualified? You don't seem to engross yourself in African culture as much as Eddie Kadi does. So I would pick Eddie over Michael, for example.
Yeah.
So for me, it comes down to how qualified is that person. You don't have to be from the country, but are you qualified?
To be fair though, I mean, I'll keep an eye on the news and stuff and see who his partner is going to be because it might be someone who's got it.
Oh, it's him. It's two people.
Yeah, so he's...
It will be now.
So basically, he's taking...
The guy's gonna be in kente cloth and everything. His Monday's gonna be Wednesday.
No, but he's basically taking the other person with him to kind of explore.
Oh, so you can have a Ghanaian native with him.
The person might be. So it says, joined for the ride by another famous comedian mate who's a first-time visitor. Oh, it's even worse. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Because basically the person the first-time visitor to Ghana. So essentially Eddie's gonna be teaching him.
But okay, cool. Could it be that the Ghanaian people who they're going to visit are the ones who are going to teach us and they're just going along for the ride? So they're learning as they go along.
I think the issue here, in my head is, I think I'm part of the diaspora, right? And I feel like, so my point of view is let's see what he does first before, because right now what we're doing is making it seem like hiring black talent for these kind of gigs is still not the solution. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't have to describe it. I feel like there's the way that people have you as a Ghanaian, you are 100% want the people that investigate culture and benefit from your culture to be Ghanaian.
Yeah.
But Eddie's not your op though. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
Eddie will show love to your culture. Eddie would not allow them to make fun of it. Eddie will, do you know what I mean? I think it's good to make your thoughts known, but like, we're only gonna know once he actually does the show. And if he does a shit job, then do you know what I mean? You were justified. And if he does a good job, then season 2, they'll make sure that they come correct. I don't know. I just kind of feel like anytime the casualty of one of these things is a black person trying to do well, it just makes me feel like, have we gone about this the right way? But as a Ghanaian, you're 100% entitled, because you're right. If somebody that was not Nigerian was doing a show about, even if somebody who wasn't Jamaican was doing a show about Jamaica, you guys may think, yo, we have a million funny Jamaicans that could have done this instead. So, but the way TV works as well, they want the furthest reach, so they probably will go for whoever's got the biggest profile and stuff. There's a lot of factors.
Yeah, I'm being proper biased because if it was about Jamaican, the man
And I'm front line.
Yeah.
I'm going bonkers.
But what does bonkers
But then
look
again,
like for you? Because I don't.
No, then again, it depends where it was, because he's from the Caribbean and it's all the same shit, really.
Brent, what would you do if a Jamaican was heading up a documentary about Trinidad?
It depends on how much he knows.
Yeah, I would assume he's coming from a place of knowledge, though. It's
I'll
all the
qualify.
islands and stuff. Actually, I wouldn't. If it was like someone from Barbados, Trinidad, all these things, and something to do with the Caribbean and they've gone to Jamaica or whatever, like, I wouldn't say anything.
I also think it's a different take. I think if
it was like a white man, though, I'll go crazy.
Yeah, I think now it's not popular to have a white man, but like I think if it was like a Mexican who was doing it for like Nigeria, I would just take it in as this is a show about Nigeria for Mexicans. Like, I wouldn't think, or do you know what I mean? Like,
as the Mexican trying to explore the culture,
trying to
of Nigeria.
explore, but he wouldn't be teaching me stuff. I'll be watching him
learn.
explore Nigeria.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you know what it is? Like, I think for me, like either way, I think as long as the delivery is cool
respectful
and respectful,
and honest.
then I think it's cool.
But he was
But,
good. Eddie was definitely going to make it respectful. I'm not even like riding for Eddie like that. But I'm like, I can't imagine him going there and saying, look at all of this. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's a show about rich thingy. I think it's going to be more about entertainment rather than
Yeah, because it
geographical.
does say, it does say, Eddie knows all the places worth going and all the people worth knowing, from lavish retreats and extravagant restaurants to billionaire business stories of success, innovators, multimillionaire playboys, and Afrobeats megastars. As a globally celebrated ambassador for all things Africa, Eddie has access to a Ghana no usual tour operator could take you to.
That's true though. Eddie does know, like,
Let's get Eddie on TDA. We can answer.
You can let us know,
that's
let
a
us
good
know
shout.
how, what's going on.
That's a
So
very
Eddie
good shout.
Kadi,
I see.
congratulations, sir. And we'll see you on TDA.
Yeah, man.
On to more news. Sugar Babes are back to do a tour. We've got a reunion
I'm
tour.
actually kind of excited. Which ones though?
The original girls.
With Keisha, yeah?
Oh.
Yeah, so we've got
Them girls there.
we've got
Keisha Buchanan.
Siobhan.
Siobhan.
I was trying to remember like how is it pronounced again?
You know.
Siobhan.
Shibin.
Sorry, but
Feck.
it's not me.
Siobhan.
It's the English language that's spelled better. So it's spelled with a V. Anyway,
Let's change the whole English
Wait,
language.
what is that? SIOBHAN?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Because
Irish
that one
thing.
and like Neve. I
Neve.
always get
I used to
confused.
call.
I haven't
What
seen
did I
Neve
call
before.
it?
Nymph.
Oh,
Yeah.
What's Neve? NIAMH.
AMH. Yeah.
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 That girl, I didn't speak to her the whole time.
But you know her name?
Because I was not about
You
to
gotta do a
get-
hey, hun.
Why do you think I said it? What do you mean? Why do you think I
Hey,
behave like
you.
that?
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl. You look,
Hello, you.
You looking hella
Trouble.
you.
So yeah, we've got Siobhan,
Yeah, Siobhan.
Siobhan, Mutya, and Keisha, and they're
Mm.
doing a tour, and it's very exciting actually. And I think they've got like 16 dates from October all the way to November. Tickets are out next week, 1st of July, basically. I think with privacy you can get from like Wednesday. It's quite exciting. Very exciting things. And they were on this morning with Philip and Holly. And they were kind of talking about, you know, their experiences. Obviously, they've had to change a few times and regroup and all that kind of stuff. And they're basically talking about how obviously when they started, they said a lot of people always thought we're a lot older. And I think that's why it works now, because we're not old. We've still got loads of time and years to go.
Let me try that.
One, sis.
And they were saying how when they started, like they were really, really young girls. They also said Siobhan basically spoke about the scrutiny and how at the time there were just 3 awkward teenagers. We didn't go to stage school, and we're still not media trained, as you probably tell. But you're really hard on yourself, and it's so different this time around. And then they also talked about, they had like legal battle over the ownership of the group's name. And then Keisha said, we were fighting for the name Sugar Babes, and legally we wanted it back. It was really important for us because we came up with it when we were kids, but we stuck together and it's who we really are, and we're just glad that we've got it back. And that's why everything we do now means so much more.
Fuck a tour. I want to see a biography or some shit. That is cold. Wait, hold on. They started organically.
Yeah.
That's
As
I thought
friends when we were in secondary school.
and then they sold their name, or someone stole their name from
I
underneath
think the name is
them.
taken. I don't think they probably didn't have the knowledge.
Yeah.
That's copyright.
I'm
all
gonna
that
need a
stuff.
documentary.
Yeah. So what? I just googled their ages, isn't it? They're like 38, 37, and Siobhan and me got the same birthday,
Is it?
June 14th. Yeah.
Oh, happy birthday to sis.
So we should get tickets, VIP tickets.
Basically, Yusuf, make that work, please.
Birthday twins.
Make it happen. But so that's exciting. And then yesterday, Yusuf mentioned that Omarion
Yeah, I watched it.
and Mari. You did watch it.
What's the whole thing?
I watched a little bit. No,
Oh.
what it was on, I was on YouTube early this morning,
Oh, you watched it? Okay, cool.
and then somebody was live streaming it, so I just caught
Oh,
it
okay,
and stuff
okay.
like that. I have my thoughts.
How you mean someone was live streaming it when it was live streamed?
I know, but I was just on YouTube. I wasn't expecting to see it.
No, it was still on. Basically, I woke up at 6 a.m.
Yeah,
and it was still on.
yeah,
Like, it was still happening.
Yeah.
So I caught the last 4 songs, I think.
yeah.
From what I read in the comments, Mario slaughtered Omarion.
Bro, I saw it too,
Yeah.
and we didn't vote for that. We
definitely
voted.
didn't.
Yeah,
Apparently, Mario just came as a performer. He was
yeah.
came to
Yeah.
perform.
He performed well, stage presence,
Yeah,
vocal
he looks
performance.
good as well. He looked
Yeah.
better than
And he was bantering Omarion off the stage, literally
Yeah.
jokes after joke after joke.
And then Marvin couldn't keep up.
Yeah, basically.
Like he was like,
Yeah.
I'm stalling. Like the little part that I saw, he's like, I'm stalling because Mario doesn't. And it just wasn't slapping. You know when you didn't know what battle you were coming into.
Yeah,
That's how
yeah,
it was
yeah.
kind of
I think Omarion maybe came in too confident, thinking he didn't really have to prepare. His vocals didn't sound crisp or even loud as well.
Yes.
Yeah. I think maybe he was a bit too confident. But
Yeah.
there was an
That's our
someone
fault.
wrote up about it, and I love people that are very on job. I'm going to shout him out. There's a writer called Wongo Okon, and he writes for Upper Rocks, and he's basically reading a review already
Yeah.
of the whole thing. And it was basically like his headline, it was like Omarion and Mario's versus night was a true mess, complete with watermelons, disses.
Yeah, 'cause they
and
called it
other chaotic
melon.
moments.
Oh,
It was
okay.
ridiculous.
A melon.
So he's basically just saying that it's like a lot of obviously we're taking shots at each other, whatever.
Yeah.
It was like there was a point where Ray J's, because there was a pre
Pre-battle. Yeah.
thing,
Mm.
and Ray J sang off key when he was singing One Wish.
Have you seen that clip?
Yeah.
It's mad.
Yeah.
And then
yeah, go ahead.
Bobby V, Sammy, and Pleasure P then joined forces to sing One Wish.
Yeah.
But then Ray J was like to them, y'all just mad because you guys don't own your own hits. That's funny.
That's a good comeback,
It
but
is a
that's
good
a
one.
but that's you're failing. Like that's a bitter thing reaction.
Oh, definitely. And then what's it called? And then Sammy said that there wouldn't be no Bobby V without Sammy. And he also referred to Ray J as Brandy's brother. You know, Ray J hates that because he's his own person. And then and then apparently it was just like he's just like clowning each other, whatever. And then Mario kept saying to Omarion and his guests, which included Jeremiah and Tank. And people were basically saying that Tank is thinking, why the heck am I here? But Mario kept saying that they sounded off key.
Mm.
And then Omarion tried to clown Mario for not being on the Millennium Tour. But then Mario was like, I didn't want to be part of that raggedy shit anyway. And then this is the watermelon part where Omarion and Orion, his brother, tried to seduce the crowd with watermelons, eating watermelon on stage. And I just think good-looking American guys to do things that you don't have to do. You're
Corny.
Like you won. You're good-looking.
Yeah,
You're
it's
beautiful.
funny. Did you see that thing on TikTok that went viral?
What?
A guy basically did a TikTok of him taking his girl out to Target.
Mm.
So he would go into Target. So the camera is a point of view of you,
Yeah.
which is the girl, yeah.
Mm.
And he'll be like, babe, let's buy this sugar. And then he'll show the camera. He basically acted like he's on a date with you because it's
Okay.
like you might be at look. And someone was like, we need to defund TikTok men because the cringiness is
Yeah.
crazy.
Americans are a little bit leave it.
It's
You're
out.
pretending to be on a date.
He was so if you were watching the TikTok, you would essentially be able to experience the girlfriend treatment whilst he took you around Target, saying, "Babe, I know you really like these socks. I'm gonna buy it for you." And like he's doing that to the camera the whole way through. He's like,
Yeah.
"Babe, let me open the car door for you," and it's his phone, like stuff like that. And I'm
But you
just
know, can I
like,
say that shamelessness that Americans have is why like they tend to do well
Yeah.
career-wise. Like they get a show. Like you act a fool on the internet one little time. Next thing you know, Mena Scott is on your phone saying, "Do you want to come on the next Love and Hip Hop?" Like
Basically.
but for
I don't
every
know if-
1% that gets that cool.
Yeah.
There's just 99% that just get
Just
embarrassed.
acting a fool.
Yeah, facts.
But yeah, so I'm gonna try and watch it, catch more highlights over the
I'm gonna
weekend
get
because
my
it
watch the
looks
whole
very
thing.
interesting.
Yeah, I'm so
And bring up Mario because I definitely think that Ray J
You look really good.
definitely thought Ray J, I've got this in the bag, and then obviously Bobby V and Sammy won, and I think Omarion definitely thought I've got this in the bag. I am B2K is gonna be great, and then Mario actually did the works. I think what was in the underdogs.
Yeah, I think
on
because of Marion, sorry, not Marion, because of Mario, the names are so similar. Mario was the underdog. I think he prepared a bit more than Omarion. Omarion maybe came in a bit cocky,
Yeah,
thinking he didn't have to put the work in because he was the favourite to win it.
yeah.
But the funny thing is, Bobby V is actually on Ray J's team.
Oh, is it?
So he joined in clowning his own teammate
Oh wow.
with the whole one wish.
No, you got to put my time after that.
Thing,
That's
innit?
so rude. I gave you. I brought you here. The heck. But yeah, so interesting, and that is all the word that is
Can I
on
ask
our
a
road.
quick question actually?
Oh no.
No, it's about versus. Who?
Okay.
There's a rumor that it's going to be Memphis Bleak versus Joel Santana. What's your?
I've seen them talking about on Joe Biden.
Yeah. Who'd you pick?
Joel's.
You picked Joel.
I'm with Jimmy on that one.
I have no strong opinions on
I'm
this.
definitely
I
with
pick
Jimmy on
Joel's.
that one.
You picked Joel's.
I picked Joel's.
I picked Joel's, but Bleak's got a lot of heat though.
Bleak's got verses. Bleak ain't got like songs.
Nah, yes.
What
I'll send you a list.
What the cold Bleak songs?
In your group chat.
I know them. What's the
Yeah,
what's the
bring
name
the
of the
chat.
Bleak album where he's in the yellow jacket?
Oh, is it The Understanding?
Yeah, that's probably half of them are gonna come off there.
Yeah, he has a lot. He has a lot of features on Jay that you can use, but he has a couple. He has a nice 15.
You know what? He's on some big songs though. But
yeah.
Joel's man, Joel's
Yeah, no, Joel's is Joel's. But I think Joel's performance is going to let him down. The
depends
teeth-
on what.
No, he's fixed the teeth now.
Even when you start
no,
to,
the teeth he's fixed is what's causing the issues.
even if you went into mixtape cuts,
Yeah.
mixtape cuts and all that, and then just joints some Black Republican, like Little Wayne, and all that, this, yeah.
Yeah, no, he'll win. But I think Bleak's got more than people think. But yeah, sorry, that was about what you
No,
picked.
it's okay. No, it's all right.
Yeah.
It's all well done. It's
I actually
all our
really
roads.
enjoyed that little
Yeah.
throwaway there. All right, well, guys, is that word on road, Esther?
That's all the words.
One of my favorite roads. Let's jump to the People's Journal. You see, Emman deserves a raise. This guy's on holiday and he's still sending in. Oh, unless Brent did this.
Oh, that's good. 'Cause I was gonna clown him because I still haven't seen a green circle, a green ring on my Instagram.
Also, I do have. I think
Let's have an Emman update.
I'm going to head the Emman updates.
go on,
go
let's
on.
go. Yeah, this
So-
is your thing now. You
So
have to.
far, he's given us him in the gym. The tag was no excuses, and it's a shot of some resistance bands and the skipping rope.
He's
So
adorable.
He's in the gym.
Like him trying to get them glutes.
Next up, he's in Burger King eating a plant-based Whopper and fries.
I thought that's nice, you know.
Yeah.
I'm just haven't been desperate enough to try it.
And that is the update with Emman. He's in the
Oh,
gym
right.
and he's eating
This
plant-based.
stag do is crazy.
Do you know what's kidding me? Do you know what's kidding me now? Yeah, just man, I'm actually upset with you because these updates are so dead that I know he has a close friends. Now I'm so sure he has a close
Ask
friends.
Brent.
Brent, are you in close friends?
I don't think him and Brent are friends.
Brent didn't even know he was going.
No, the way is Brent doesn't really use Instagram like that. So maybe
So
he's
yeah,
one of the
can
things
you use
to put him in
Instagram?
there.
Brent, are you in close friends?
No, I'm not. He doesn't have one. He doesn't know how to use it. So
That's why I said I don't
Maybe he
think
needs
he
instructions then.
yeah.
Send him a
I'm
YouTube
gonna
video.
send him. But watch Monday.
But
you
you're
said
putting-
the
but
update's
you're-
gonna be wild.
But you're putting too much pressure on him. What if he doesn't have
I'm not because I know he's
something
getting
to
up for some
show?
shit. I know, Koi, I feel it.
You think so? I don't
As a
think he's up to
Nigerian-
I
anything,
don't think
honestly.
so.
Listen, I can. Eman's
Look at
Nigerian.
Brent.
Eman's Nigerian. Me and Brent see each other. Eman is Nigerian. I'm Nigerian. Eman Nigerian black blood that's in me.
Black man's
I
blood.
feel it.
But the thing is, Brent and Esther, define what you mean by up to something.
Yeah,
Please, break
because it's
it
not
down.
like Mugs up to something.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not like Yusuf up
What
to
is he
something.
doing? What,
All I'm saying is that, yeah,
what is he doing?
he is not there topping up his melanin.
So what's he doing? Break it
Having
down.
fun.
Like,
But the thing's like, okay,
He's
so
having fun beyond the gym and the Whopper and a vegan Whopper.
Okay,
what?
we-
Okay,
yeah.
cool. He's in
In
the
the
club.
beach.
He's dancing. He's
Yeah,
drinking.
and I want to see all of that.
Okay. Yeah, but I
Can he
think
man
that'll come.
dance?
Of course, he's got Nigerian, he's got
dance?
black man blood in him. Can he man dance?
Brent, can he man dance?
Eman might have
Eman.
like.
You know who we're talking about, don't you dare?
I'm so hungry.
I don't do what my brother does. So
What side with Eman?
Lie.
No. As in, throw him under the bus.
No, she asks, can he dance?
I'm not throwing him under the bus.
Basically, he can't.
Oh.
Oh.
Cut a long story short.
All right, well, guys, back to the People's Journal. The UK borrows another 14 billion in May despite rising tax burden as interest on the 2.4 trillion pound debt mountain hits 7.6 billion a month.
A month.
Yeah. So this is obviously bad, but just how bad? Emman will break all of that down to us next week when he gets back.
Trillion is more than billion, isn't it? Yep,
Yes, it is. It is. It is. But this is a safe place where you can ask these kind of questions. I don't know what Brent's going to do with the
uses
clips.
them for clips.
Yeah, Brent is not a safe person, but we're gonna try. But yeah, guys, with all of that, let's head to your favorite segment of the show.
segment.
Yep, sis,
Wow,
what would
we're
you
all
do?
here.
Play the music.
You are so vain. Do you know that?
I'm just saying.
You are
so
a diva.
vain. You are Omarion.
What's that?
You are
He's like,
a
I
diva.
am TDA. I am the favorite segment.
Let us jump in. All right then, Esther, you ready? You awake?
Let's go.
Get the chakra
My wig is
in.
strapped. Let's go.
All right, I'm gonna need the guys to sit back. I'm gonna need them to lie down. All right, hey, beautiful ladies, I have a question. So I've been with this guy for 5 years and I'm madly in love with him. Our lives are very much intertwined and I plan to get married to him. Last night, he told me that he's bisexual and I've seen no evidence of this the entire time I've been with him, but my mind has been wandering all day. What should I do? What would you do if your man told you this after 5 years? Thanks, girls. I really love the show because of you so
First of all,
much.
you need to relax.
Yeah, because
I'm getting
I'm
ready for the
not even
So
answers.
happy you tagged him out of this.
I'm getting ready for all the answers. Go
There
ahead.
is to sit back. Yeah.
When it's AC on, it's a bit warm.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna need the paracetamol because
Okay, do you know what? I'll be honest here. Let me be real.
Mhm.
Personally, I think that you just ask him. Obviously, he's told you he's been honest with you, which is great.
Mm.
I think ask him, first of all, yeah, you need to know that both of you are on the same plan of wanting to get married. Because I know that you said, you know, you plan to get married to him, but also plan to get married to you. I think there's that conversation to have. I think him telling you he's bisexual, that's cool, whatever. But is it something that he's going to want to explore his attraction to men as well? And I think if it is, then you have a conversation to have with yourself and move forward that way.
Okay.
Hold on, there's one more question.
What was the question?
What would you do?
What would I do? I'll be very honest with you.
you know hell has a place in front row for someone called Yusuf.
What would I do? Personally, I can't lie. I get why she's feeling the way she's feeling. I think that if my man told me he was bisexual, I will feel some kind of insecurity. I will feel, would I be enough for you? Is that something you're gonna want to explore? Like the other side of your attraction? Are you gonna want to explore that while we're together? So what I would do personally, what I've just started to do is what I would do. I'll have a conversation of, okay, where do you see this relationship going? Because what I want is marriage, what I want is this and that. Are you going to be satisfied to make those commitments with me just being me? Or do you think that you're going to want to get a taste of everything?
When you say that, what do you mean? Because that sounds as though he's stepping out of your contract.
What does that mean?
You said, would he want to explore it whilst in a relationship with you? What does
Yes,
that mean?
because when you're in a relationship with me, the relationship, in my mind, the relationship is just you and I.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he
If you
shouldn't be,
start to add
he shouldn't be cheating anyway, regardless of
Yeah.
who he likes.
Sorry?
He shouldn't be cheating anyway, regardless of his sexual
Of
preference.
course, please, we don't know that about me. You shouldn't be cheating, period.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's
But I'm
that's
saying, yes, I don't understand Brent's question.
that's the point he's making.
I think
No, but I'm saying that, so basically, yeah, if he's bi, he might say, do you know what?
it wouldn't
What
matter
it is,
that
I don't want to commit.
you should expect your boyfriend not to act on it anyway, so it shouldn't matter that he's bi.
But you guys missed my point. What I'm saying is that
you should more be asking like, are you cool sleeping with a man that likes to sleep with men?
no, that's not my question. I don't care about that. What I'm saying is that he might want to be in an open relationship. He might not want to make a commitment to me. So when I say that, if we're together, are you going to want to explore? So basically, are you going to want to date other people and see other people?
Yeah, but
That's
remember, he
my
me
thing.
said that. He said he's bisexual. You know, like he's
No,
in a
but-
relationship already. Just
Wait,
because
so
he's
are you listening
bisexual.
to me? Because I'm saying this is the conversation we need to have. We and you are together in a relationship. You're telling me you're bisexual. Okay, what do you want me to do with this information? Why? What is the purpose of why are you telling me this information? Is this because you want to go and you want to have other relationships as well? Do you get what I'm trying to say? Do you get where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
kind of,
Yeah, so that's why I'm gonna have the conversation with him about, like, I want commitment, right? Just you and I, just two people commitment.
Mm.
Can you do commitment, or do you want to essentially be like in an open relationship? Do you get what I'm saying? Because she's talking about she wants to get married.
Yeah.
So I'm saying that, does he want to get married too?
So you're saying I think I get where you're coming from. All them questions that you have are coming from the fact that you're saying, why are you telling me this?
Yeah.
You must be telling me this for a
Because
reason.
there's a reason behind you telling me this. Because if you're with me, if I was bi and I was with the person I'm with, I wouldn't be telling you I'm bi unless there's a follow-up of basically I'm not getting enough in this, or I want to explore something else.
Oh, so you don't mind that he was attracted to men before he met you?
No, I think He's attracted to wherever he's attracted to.
Oh.
He's been with me. As long as you haven't cheated on me while we're together, then that'll be an issue.
Would you ask him how he came to this realization? Like, did anything happen in life? Say, I don't know, maybe him and the guy did do something. Would you ask him? Would you try to find out how he came to this?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't think it's necessary. I think if he just said to me that I've just realized I'm bi, then I can ask that question. But if it's a thing where he's like I've always been bi, I just never told you, then I wouldn't. It was before my time. I don't need to know.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? What I said?
Yes, I didn't really get I get why they were confused at one point, but no, I get it.
So I think honestly it's just about having a conversation with him, understanding why it is that he's told you that. Because I reckon if someone tells you something like that, then maybe it's because they want to explore. Yeah, they're unsatisfied. So if that's the case, then we kind of need to regroup on what our relationship is and what's best for each person.
Yeah.
But for someone who wants to get married,
if you married someone and you find out that they was bisexual
Mm-hmm.
from before you, and you'd been with them so the 5 years, then the marriage, 7, 8 years, whatever, then you find out that they was bisexual.
Yeah.
Even if they're not cheating on you, acting it was before you, whatever, wouldn't there be a part of you say like, why didn't you give me that information?
Absolutely.
So then that's why they're telling you, because it's been a long while. That's why he's telling you to open up for the trust, and he's telling you now. He's giving you
but
the information.
Trying to get my trust after 8 years.
No, it's 5. They've been dating 5 years. He's telling her. That's why he's telling her, innit?
Yeah, but why now though?
Because it's 5 years. It's getting deeper. They're looking at marriage and that. Things like, now you need to know who you're going to marry.
It was deep on when we hit the first year anniversary.
But she wants to know what she should do because she didn't know this. And in my estimation, reading this, she's kind of like, wow, what should I do now?
Yeah, it's definitely wow, what should I do now? And I think, again, that's why I say you have to have a deeper conversation about this. I don't think this has come out of anywhere. I think even if it's just a case of he never told you, but now he wants to tell you even that, I need to understand that. I need to understand that, you know what, it's because you haven't told me all the time and now you just want to tell me and clear the air. But then I also think that you have to then think, is this something that you're going to feel insecure about? Personally, I would feel insecure about it. Personally, I would definitely feel insecure about it. And I think I would have to think of how I'm going to move on with that relationship. Is this an insecurity that I can kind of overcome? Or is this something that's always going to nag at me at the back of my head once in a while? And can I live with that?
So you're saying you don't care that he dates men and all that kind of stuff, whatever. That's nothing to do with you. That's calm. You can just do that moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
So say he told you, and then he told you, so then obviously you've accepted it.
Yeah.
He's just in a relationship with you.
Mm-hmm.
He's not been seeing any other men or any other women while he's been with you. He's been faithful. But now he's told you he's more open and that. And you are watching Love Island and he's like, oh, the day. Are you sort
Again, I'll be honest, from the moment he told me, he was bisexual, my insecurity, a seed has already been planted.
Not even Dammy. He wants a white
man. Then we really got to talk.
He wants a white man and he's dating a black woman. Obviously, I don't know what this
No, but I think for me, from the moment he told me he was bisexual, my insecurity, there's been a seed of insecurity. I know how I am even in heterosexual relationships where someone might say something that's casual, but it plants a seed that I now have to think about and control or whatever, right? So from the moment he told me he was bisexual, I'm now already thinking that at some point, this may never be enough for you. And so what am I going to do about that? Okay. So, yeah.
Well, they asked both the sisters. Where's the uni? You just try to handle this by yourself?
No, you lot were asking all the questions towards her. So I said, let me, whatever you lot are trying to fight with her over, because I got your point very clearly. For me personally, I feel like growing up, the idea of someone being bisexual, I think also from the culture I'm in, is you kind of threw them into the gay category growing up in it. I think now that I'm older, I understand that they are just someone who are just kind of attracted to obviously men or women. I feel like for me, because I want a monogamous relationship, for me it would be why, number one, I understand why you're opening up to me, but I'd also ask what does this mean? Because this feels like a teeing up for a remix. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Okay, cool. I proper love you. I'm proper into you. Because 5 years as well, I have relatives that are anything longer than 3 years, if he hasn't proposed, you lot are just vibing. Now, I know that's different for everyone, but in my head, I'm okay, 5 years, we both know that we're expecting the next step now.
Yeah.
So if that next step is you telling me you're bisexual and you're sharing this at this point, for me, I'm thinking that a remix is coming up. I love you. I could imagine that being followed by I love you so much. But my desire for something else as well as you is happening. So are you open to blah, 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 blah?
Yep.
Which I'm then allowed to say yes or no to.
Yeah.
I think I'm not really bothered with the fact that they dated someone. Do you know what? I'm not bothered with the fact that they dated men at a certain point, but it seems like up for 5 years now, he's never even articulated the interest in men. So I think in the actual, like, you know, like in theory, you know that it's not something that you care about, but in practicality, if we were watching Love Island and you were showing love to somebody, it's kind of like if you showed love to a girl who had big breasts and I didn't have big breasts.
Yeah.
I would be like,
oh, so you like them?
like, do you know what I mean? There would be some sort of insecurity because you do want to be your man's calendar babe. Do you know what I mean? You want to be his first pick in it. So if he's showing interest for, I don't have a penis. I won't be able to stimulate you in that kind of way. It's been 5 years. If you've been faithful since you've had that, are you telling me this because you want
is this leading
something
to
else? Yeah. To be fair, I've never even dated somebody who's bisexual that I know of anyway. So I wouldn't even know. I think you're right. There would be insecurity. There would be like, my worry would also be like, why have I not picked up on this before in 5 years? Were you actively hiding it, or was I just so comfortable with the idea that you were straight that I never thought anything about?
Would you date someone that openly dates men that you knew of?
I've never done. I've never done.
Asked you. I said,
No,
would
I
you?
know. I'm thinking, sir.
I wouldn't.
Why?
You said that why too quickly.
Yeah, because it presents a question.
Especially because before you said you wouldn't care that they dated men.
No, but this is in this scenario.
In this 5 year scenario.
Okay.
Yeah, let me know what I was going to say. This is in this scenario. No, I wouldn't, because again, it's that insecurity of, will I never be enough? I can't live with that.
If you know what happened with Isaiah Rashad, that
He can't. Yeah.
say you're in a relationship for 5 years and he didn't tell you he was bisexual.
Mm-hmm.
You just found out through a leaked video.
Mm-hmm.
What would your response be then?
You're cheating on me. So
Yeah,
you're
you
done.
No. The video is prior to you two being together. As in, it's an old video of him and two men getting it on,
Okay.
and it came to light while you two were together.
We'll just have a conversation about it. Like,
Okay.
what's going on?
Okay.
No one's going on.
You don't know what's going on.
No, because it comes down to the thing. I can't assume you're gay because you're like.
Because you're sucking dick. I can't assume you're gay. Because you're sucking dick.
But
I just can't
bisexual.
assume this is a gay man
I think-
with a dick in his mouth.
Who is this?
What is this?
I
Who
think-
is this?
I think the
in this
story
video,
here-
Johnson?
I think the story here is that
I
it's
don't
not
like
that
you
she
guys.
hasn't got an issue with. I'm saying it's not like there's an issue with them with
With your interest.
with being gay. There's no
Yeah.
issue with that. It's just I signed up to
a heterosexual
Relationship-
monogamous relationship.
with that idea that I ticked all your boxes.
Yeah.
And now I don't. Now I
Anyone will
don't.
be insecure. I don't even date guys here who just come out of a situation like in a certain amount of time. I just think your ex could pop up and you haven't known me that long. You're probably more likely to go that way. Again, is this are like
But I'm less sensitive to it.
Little
Less sensitive
insecurities.
to it now than I was when I was younger. Like when I was
Okay.
younger, it was like you 100% have to be straight. It's never happened. It's never
I thought
come
it was
up.
an ex thing. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh no. Like when I was younger, you 100% have to be like. I just didn't even know it. Even the conversation around it was almost like I remember us having this conversation on my show. It was like there was a friend of mine that said every guy should be given a 7-day pass to try and being gay. Like they should all get a 7-day pass in it. And then so he said everybody should get a 7-day pass. Let me land. Everybody should get a 7-day pass, yeah. And then he was like, at the end of the 7 days, yeah, if you don't want to be gay, then you're not gay anymore. And then
But he wants to be gay. Who said that, innit?
no, he was just saying that. I was just saying that. But then I was saying it to Dan, yeah, and Dan was like, the problem with that, yeah, is that in our culture, a girl can do that and revert back to being straight and nobody will question it.
Facts.
But a guy, the moment he's touched penis or the moment he's shown interest publicly to being a guy, is like he can't.
It's because if you took up that deal, it's in you. There's that a 7-day pass. All right,
Well,
cool.
I was gonna
If,
say
if
but
everybody had the
that
no
as
one's
well.
taking
Yeah.
up, any man that's taking up that offer it's in you. So you're not. There's no walking it back. What do you mean?
No,
Then why
because
would why would I take the offer up
No,
to
'cause
be
some
gay
people
for
are
7 days? No, you're all right.
No, because some people are
It's like-
bi-curious. But I think also with that though,
Mm.
it's a bit flawed because then there's that argument about whether it's a choice and whether you're.
But for
born
some people,
like that.
I don't know. For some people, it literally because there's also pansexuals. There's people that are like. There's many different motivations for why you're attracted to
Ooh,
somebody in it.
pansexual?
Whether it's their personality, some people are just attracted to personality. Some people are just attracted to your intelligence. So whatever body that comes in, that's what the body that comes in it. If you get what I mean. So there's many motivations for someone being sexual, and I just think as I've grown and as you meet more people and stuff like that, yeah, it starts to like play with what you heard when you were younger. So any guy that even thought about a man was just gay. Then you get older and you realize bisexual is not just them being greedy. They genuinely are attracted to women and genuinely attracted to men.
Yeah.
And so I just feel like as I've grown up, it's like, why would I date somebody who's gay? It doesn't make sense. Why would I date a gay man? But then if you now have a better understanding of what it means when someone's bisexual, you realize that you do tick their boxes.
Yeah.
They have other boxes.
Languages, and obviously everybody can identify as what they want, and language is weird, yeah. But it's like that one there cross souls because a bisexual man or a bisexual woman is gay essentially.
Yeah, but they're saying that don't exclude me from liking somebody of the opposite sex. Just because
you know
I've
what?
liked...
Someone who's gay, yeah, I think they only like. So if I was gay, I'd only like women.
Yeah.
If I'm bisexual, I like women and men.
Yeah.
So not quite.
It's
gay.
kind of like
So as a woman,
I don't wanna get into that argument.
you can flirt with someone not flirt, experiment with someone of the same sex,
yeah.
and not be gay.
Nothing people would.
Isn't gay...
Wait, what do you mean? But do you know what? Because
Could you do something with a woman and still be straight?
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
be. Because basically, it's that there's another. It's a term of being bi-curious. So I just wanted to see if there was something there. So I've done a test and trial. There's nothing there.
Test and try.
So yeah, I'm straight.
Because I feel like
I'm not attracted. Sorry, because I'm not attracted to women. I just maybe just kissed a girl and then it's like, okay.
Okay, then,
nothing's
but
there.
could you keep seeing women and still class yourself as straight, even if you still like sleeping men?
no, because
I wouldn't think so. I would say
Exactly,
you're
but
bisexual.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still it's still gay though, isn't it?
Here's my thing. When I think of what gay to me is this is not scientific. Yeah, please, because this is techie grounds. I don't want to step on anyone's toes. But to me, gay is a preference for someone of the same sex, right? Like it's not just...
Yeah, so just because you want extra though, because I'm saying like the act of it, innit? Like,
No, but
mean,
I'm saying I feel like there needs to be like a desire for that person. I don't know how to describe it. Like just if I sleep with a guy, it doesn't mean that I'm in a relationship with that guy. I don't know. It doesn't mean I'm committed to him.
Could someone openly tell you,
you,
like a man, can a man openly sit here and say to you, I enjoy having sex with men constantly all the time, but I'm not gay.
No, he's
No,
bisexual.
but he's gay.
But it's
Or he's bisexual.
Well,
yeah,
There's
but
well,
it's
women
like
as
attacking
well.
the language. But I'm saying they're the same thing.
Yeah,
though,
I'll be
innit?
honest with you,
he's
there's a lot
gay.
of-
He is gay because he likes men, but he's also bisexual because he also likes women.
No, but he's
So
okay.
he's both. Right?
I'll be honest with you, there's a lot of terminologies that
I feel like
we're not familiar with. But
yeah.
So lesbian is
forgive us. Have grace
someone
with
who
us.
refers to a woman who usually refers to a woman who has a romantic and or sexual orientation toward women. Some non-binary people also identify with this term. Okay, so basically a woman who's attracted to a woman. Gay, used in some cultural settings to represent men who are attracted to men in a romantic, erotic, and or emotional sense. Not all men who engage in same-gender sexual behavior identify as gay. And as such, this label should be used with caution.
They don't identify as people. People can identify as anything they want.
But you know
These days,
that-
that's
but-
proven.
but
So
you know
can I
this-
finish
doesn't mean
the
they're
bi?
not. You're not saying they're not. It said they don't identify as.
Yeah. Okay, bisexual or bi is a person who experiences sexual, romantic, physical, and or spiritual attraction to more than one gender, not necessarily at the same time, in the same way, or to the same degree. So basically,
Yeah.
there's a difference, right? Do you get what I'm trying to say? So
No, it's by the way they see themselves. It's what they don't identify. A man who sleeps with men but
Yeah.
also sleeps with women does not identify as a gay man. He does, so he's not. It doesn't matter. Like some other people might see him as that, but he
Yeah.
doesn't accept it for himself. That's just what they're saying. So it's just.
but then they'll be
languages.
bisexual because there's someone who experiences sexual, romantic, physical, or spiritual attraction to more than one gender. So they wouldn't be gay because gay is basically men to men. Lesbian is woman to woman. Gay is men to men.
But gay is
Bisexual
same
is-
sex. Lesbians are gay as well, isn't it? Ain't it the same thing?
Do you know what? I think you're using the old terminology where gay was just
A blanket.
non-heterosexual. That's what it is. That's what it is. So basically, terminology is changed now, which is why it's like LGBTQIA plus. Do you get what I mean? Because it's like regardless of what the attraction is, there's a different term that caters to that. So you are using gay in how it was back in the day, where it was gay was basically when you're not attracted to, when you're not a man who's attracted to a woman and you're not a woman who's attracted to a man. But the reality is that if you're a man who's attracted to a man, you're gay. If you're a woman attracted to a woman, you're a lesbian. If you're a man or woman who's attracted to the opposite sex and yours, you're bisexual.
And there's more.
Do you get what I mean?
There's
and
more.
there's a
more.
lot more, but
For me personally, I feel like when it comes to, because even when you said the bi thing, it
Yeah.
doesn't have to be 50-50. it can be like 80% super on men, 20% super on women, or like into women or whatever. There's just that's why there needs to be a conversation. For me personally, my preference would be a straight guy. My preference would be somebody who I am what they want. That way I know that I don't have to necessarily worry about that. And even with that, people would say, but cheating can happen in that anyway. So I'm just going to step out the cheating thing. I think also just, that's what I've just always thought of. That's what I've just always known. If 5 years after our relationship we mentioned this, it's going to be a conversation. Like, it's 5 years. Like, it's going to be a conversation. Like, that's just the facts of it for me anyway. But yeah, my preference definitely would be somebody who's 100%. And if they said it, I would be like shocked. Because how did I not pick up on this? It makes me feel like, of course, be open with your partner, but it just makes me feel like, how did I miss on this unless you were deliberately hiding it? Like, how can I miss that like, I would ask them to explain to me moments when they felt this and I was around, so I can see how much this comes up. Because if for the next remainder of our life, this is going to be like a thing. For me, it's almost like me saying, I'm super into our roommate. I'm in a relationship with you, but after 5 years, I have to admit that I'm super into our roommate. Someone else who's in our vicinity as whatever. Like, that would make me uncomfortable. Do you know what I mean? That would make me uncomfortable because it's like, all it takes is for you to like go there. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. I feel like there's an itch I can't scratch.
Yeah. But I think with the lady in the dilemma, just have a conversation. I hope we've helped you in a roundabout 30 minutes around. But I personally just have a conversation, honestly. What is it?
Yeah, you love him.
What happened? Like, why did he tell you that now? Is this just him telling you FYI kind of thing? Or is it something that he wants to explore? And then take it from there.
He might still want you, but he might want to try different things in the bedroom. Like, this could actually lead to so many different things. You know what I mean? He might want
might want to get pegged.
Carry on, please.
Because just to give him space to cut it out.
Don't even do it.
Just to give Brent space to cut it out, that's why. But he might want he might be like keying it up for pegging. He might be, do you know what I mean? He might want more aggression in the room.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever. He might just want different things. And you said a point earlier, and I was like, there's a lot of gay men that have had sex with women in their life. They would not call themselves bisexual. They would say they're gay because even though they had sex with women, that was not their preference. That was not their orientation. They were just doing what was the norm.
Well, like you're saying,
Question. No, Mark, please. So basically, you've opened the door to pegging, right? Because it's a valid follow on from this.
Mm-hmm.
Suppose he then asks you, "Can you peg me?"
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's up to this woman to decide if that's what she wants to go
She
to.
also said,
what would you do? Sis, what would you do?
Yeah. If my partner told me that he was into men, he can't then now tell me that we're gonna start the pegging thing.
No, but you guys are gonna get married.
No, but
right?
would you peg him?
Would I peg my partner?
Yeah.
Love.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would peg my partner.
Would you peg your partner?
No.
I would peg my partner.
Because I don't want to.
Now, I've never
Google. Would you peg him if he didn't say he was bisexual?
No.
This was just
Yeah.
Why?
I still don't want to.
Koi.
I wouldn't.
Are you holding his waist?
No, but that's the thing. Like, I've never pegged.
What's the hand
I've
doing?
never pegged. I've never even been with a guy that's ever showed that thing, right? I think it would be like, if he asks me to, and we're 5 years and we're sexually exploring different things, because I don't think that automatically makes you gay. I just don't.
Would you question it though?
Yes, I would. I've never done it before. I'd be like, what does this mean?
No, not about. As in,
I mean, I
if
would want to know what this
desires
means.
to be penetrated.
Yeah.
In a manner in which it is, that can only happen with a man, right?
Yeah.
Would you now question whether he's really, really just focused on you?
Okay, do you know what? I'm lying.
I need you to be honest.
No, wait, but you're not asking me things in real time, innit? So I'm just saying, okay, I don't like the idea of shutting somebody down in the bedroom like that anyway, right? But in my mind, I wouldn't ever make him feel judged. But I don't think that I could strap on a dildo, bend my partner over and fuck him and still see him. Because what I like in the bedroom, I just don't think I would be into that. But I wouldn't like tell him he's wrong for that. It's just not my speed. So when you were like, would you peg him? I feel like what you were saying, would you judge him for wanting that? No, but it's just not me.
No, not what you judge me for.
No, I'm just saying that.
would you
Yeah,
actually do it?
no, because even when I think about what I like in the bedroom, it's very much my partner running things. If you get what I mean, I might have a couple moments where I'm doing my thing, but it's my partner running things. But I just don't like the narrative of just he's gay because he asked for that, because I don't think that's true.
Yeah, no,
It's just not my.
That isn't what I was insinuating. To be fair, I just wanted to know whether or not you would. Do
Yeah,
it.
no, I don't think I would, but I wouldn't want him to not ask, ask, but I just don't think it would turn me on in the bedroom. I don't think that whole scenario there, I could walk away and be like, great session.
No, I hear that.
If you get what I mean.
I need to get Emily on because
Yeah, I know Emily.
yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
This demystification
Yeah, what's she doing?
and
What hasn't she done? No, sorry, that was wrong. No, carry on.
wow.
No, she's when it comes to sex,
You make it.
she is,
I thought you were making it worse.
she has explored. No, but she spoke about it on our podcast.
Yeah,
openly.
she
Okay.
said it
Yeah.
in many places. I feel
Yeah,
like.
it's very important for us to have these conversations.
All right, so let's summarize what we were telling her to do then.
Amen.
I say, have a conversation, but I feel like don't be shy, because I feel like when it comes to this conversation, some people are so worried about coming across a certain way. This is your life. I feel like it's really important for you to ask every question you want to ask, and also not even necessarily take what they say, but take how you feel into massive account. I think the biggest flag for me is that there's a big element of your partner's character that you didn't pick up for 5 years, even though it seems like you guys are super entwined. So maybe you're not as entwined as you once thought. And I'm not saying it's the easiest information to share, but I would say, you definitely ask as many questions and then do what feels right for you. That would be me. Esther?
I would just say the same. Just have a conversation. Find out where this information is coming from. Is it just telling you because it's trying to clear the air, or just be honest, or is it leading to something else? And then I think just see how you feel. Your feelings are valid, and obviously, don't be judgmental. And just see where you go from there, babes. If you need to write in, we'll be here again.
Yeah, but really prioritize how you feel as well. And I just do want to make it clear as well, I do honestly think that what happens in the bedroom between you and your partner should be 100% be curated by you and your partner. I definitely really believe that. But I feel like sometimes in the spirit of openness and that, there's sometimes where you, so still have your boundaries. But yes, I do think it should be curated.
Do we need to change the way we look at sex?
In what way?
In what way?
For men and women, the things that they can do and can't do.
Like I said, when it is we have Emily on as guest, we'll delve into
Listen, people can do what they want.
Yeah.
I don't judge,
facts.
No, but she said, when you said the guy had the video, she said just seeing the man on the video with two men fucking him and that doesn't mean he's gay. And I thought that was crazy.
Okay.
Yeah. But just seeing a girl on a video with a woman wouldn't mean she's lesbian to me.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
That's why we've been socialized.
That's what I'm saying.
We've been made to believe that women can just dip in and out whenever they please, kiss their friend at a party, touch their friend's breast, and it's fine.
Not me.
But when if a man just does anything, it's there had to be premeditation behind that. So you must be gay. That's kind of the way society is. Isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I personally, I think of sex as tons of buttons in it, and some people like certain buttons pressed, and I don't think it necessarily translates into that person having an orientation. I think it's just they like certain buttons pressed. Now, it's up to you if you want to touch whatever buttons you want to touch.
Yeah.
But I just feel like when you think about roadmen, we're getting comical now, but when you think about roadmen and the fact that they don't, back in the days where they don't give head and they only do doggy, is because that was what was seen as macho. But it was not pleasant to the person they were fucking, and it didn't necessarily make them straight. I think a lot of it is socializing and how you want to come across in the bedroom, and that's why I really think it should be defined by you and your partner, and it shouldn't be exploited after the fact. Because I know some people come out afterwards and be like, "You like my finger in your booty hole," and I just feel like, yo, that's mad, because that was you lot's private time. Now, I just think there's a lot of shaming when it comes to sex. That's why I think comfort is so massive with who you decide to get naked with and sleep with and stuff like that. I think you need to be able to trust them. So yeah, man. But do we want to jump into the next segment?
Let's do it.
All right, then. All right, then, guys. We are back in Madrid. We're at the Love Island the day after Villa.
Oh, I confirmed. It's Mallorca.
Yeah, I confirmed. Oh, yeah.
I prefer Madrid.
Okay.
You know what's funny? But yesterday when you said it, I Googled it, but I said, oh no, but I know she likes to enjoy these things. So
Thank you. Let me have
Go
it.
on.
All right,
Moving
guys.
Nigeria to the other ones.
Yesterday I watched it. What are we thinking? Where do we want to start? Do you want to start
Let's,
with
let's start with Ekin-Su,
Ekin-Su?
man.
It's the whole episode was
God
Ekin-Su.
damn.
I feel like the producers say we can only have Gemma, we can only have Ekin-Su.
And they chose
Like,
the better one.
and we picked Ekin-Su. So Ekin-Su, you know the Kermit meme?
Yeah.
With the hoodie,
Yeah.
talking back to Kermit.
Yeah.
That happened when she looked in the mirror.
Yeah.
Ekin-Su was calm.
Yeah.
Her reflection
Told her,
was pissed.
sis,
And first, she said,
don't
stand
have
up.
That was
Stand up.
that was probably the first time when I was like, okay, you're acting, but I can relate to this. You've ever walked away from disrespect and thought, nah, I'm going in
I'm
for
going
round
back.
two.
I'm going back. Can't happen.
He even went around and told everybody she was so cool.
They didn't care though. They really don't like her.
No, they don't like her. Do
Yeah.
you know what
They
Jack
really
Reese
didn't
said?
care that
Jack,
she was
Can I
angry.
say
Jack,
that-
Jack was like, yeah, after 2 days, he found out what you're reading.
You're a headache.
Yeah, you're a headache.
I
Yeah.
need the honestly.
They need to relax
I'm
there.
gonna.
I
I've
suppose
never
someone said
done
you
a-
done the same thing as well. You done that as well or something.
Yeah, like
I've never done it. Who said that?
Someone said that to Ekin-Su when she was moaning to them about what he'd done.
Oh, yeah,
They
yeah.
was like, you done that?
I've never done an off complaint, but I think I'm gonna do one this weekend.
Why?
I don't like the way she's been treated.
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
like it.
come on.
I think no, because you know what it is.
She's
Yeah,
bringing
I
on
can't.
herself.
Yusuf, yeah, I can't. That's fair, yeah, but I can't imagine being in a house, yeah, where everyone thinks I'm a troublemaker. Everyone thinks I'm full of drama. Everyone thinks I'm a hoe because they keep making references here and there. That's just easy. Because even when she went on that date, what's his name? And the guy has come back himself to tell you about the date. Luke is like, yeah, but more Ekin-Su, isn't it? Like more Ekin-Su, like kind of Ekin-Su was the easier one, wasn't it?
It's
All
mean.
that undertone,
It's
I don't
mean.
like it.
And it will permeate.
It's going from the girls, going from the guys. Like,
yeah.
I just think it's too bad. And do you know what someone said? Someone summarized it perfectly. Someone said, yeah, especially Jax and Luca, they really don't like her.
Yeah.
And they realize because they like younger girls who they can tell stuff to. They can tell.
Oh, I saw that
what to do.
tweet.
With Ekin-Su, she's not a girl that you can dictate how to behave and whatever. She's someone who she knows what she wants and stands in that. And I think they're intimidated by it. Honestly, I don't like the bullying. I don't like the slut shaming. I'm sick of it.
Yeah,
I
when she
hear
was
you.
moaning.
I hear you. Sorry, man. I hear you, but because I can't take her seriously,
Yeah.
I can't sympathize with this because I just look at her like she's an actress and she's putting it on.
I think she's an actress. I think she does like a bit of trouble, but I can't separate the fact that I can see them antagonizing her. I feel like some of the things that she even does, again, obviously we only see like Priscilla was saying us, we see like 30% of everything.
Yeah.
And even that, the whole show is not about Ekin, right? So I feel like I can't help but think, as much as it's dramatic or whatever it is, I can't help but think that she's been antagonized and we're not seeing that. We're just seeing her reaction and stuff like that. Because I'll be honest with you, I'm on her side about this Jay thing. I think Jay's playing the biggest game.
Me personally, I feel like anytime somebody's outnumbered like that, unless it's Hitler, I'm not down with it.
Yeah.
Like to have no one vouch for you in the house, like
It's
to
too
have
much.
no one even tolerate you in the house is crazy. Every time she's upset, she's in the makeup room by herself. Every single time.
That's
That's
not
not
new
good for
guy to go
any-
and check on her.
It's always the new person that checks on her. Last time it was Danica, but now Danica's like in the mix.
Anyway, we don't
whatever.
even know Danica's still in the house.
Yeah, I said
That's
she
to
still
be confirmed.
exists. Yeah,
But the thing is, yeah, when you're the common denominator, the issue normally
Do
starts
you know what it is?
ends
People
with you.
say this, that
Then-
people always lack account. People always say that stuff about, when you're the common denominator, but people fail to realize what it is that they're doing to antagonize the person to then react in that same way. And then when the person reacts, it's like, see, you're the problem. Because
can I-
what are you doing that's making me do that?
Can I just add some context? First thing with Davide, are we forgetting that Davide was not into her and said in the episode beforehand that I'm not into her, I don't like her. So everything
keeps trying to touch me, I keep
everything
trying to
she
move away.
complained about, everything she complained about was very much valid in terms of he doesn't give me attention. We saw him only give her attention when there was competition in the house.
Yes.
We saw that Davide was not into her and only played with her when he wanted to stay in the house.
Yep.
That's not your friend. So when she decided to go with Jay, yes, how she did it was entertaining and dramatic as
Even
fuck.
that,
But
yeah.
it wasn't invalid. Like it wasn't what her reasoning
She had a
wasn't
point.
invalid. And she got her flogging. And me and Esther didn't stop anyone from flogging her. Like
Yeah.
she got her flogging. But what I'm realizing, because you can do fuckery, but if you're popular, it doesn't get treated in that way. And it's not because she's doing fuckery, it's because she's not popular.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I'm telling you, there's lots of people that do fuckery in that house and they kind of get away with it. Tasha has entertained every girl that's coming to the house to give her attention. They just haven't picked her. But because Tasha isn't as loud with it,
Yeah.
everyone just says she's one of the good, like, she's
And I
one
think
of the good girls.
That's where it comes down to the personality.
There's the personality. If you play dumb, like I think I saw a tweet today that said submissive women actually control men. It's like how you play your game. Do you know what I mean? And I personally see Ekin-Su, confident women people love to, or bold women or loud women, people love to second them. Women and men love to second them. Like, how dare you
That's a humble
be
women.
noisy? How dare you speak? How dare you write your life in pen? Why do you write in
Yeah.
pencil so you can amend it like I do? Like, that's what I feel like. Don't get me wrong, Ekesu was a lot and she's dramatic, but she's in a house trying to find someone and doing up relationship stuff. She's not slapping
Do you know
anyone.
what I think?
Like,
Yeah,
I think
well,
it's too much.
I think the girls don't like her because when she came in, she had all their guys interested in her, and she made it clear like,
They like her
I'm
fall
not
from
here
grace.
for. Second.
They like her fall from grace. Like,
Yeah,
they love
like
it.
I'm not here to make friends. I'm here for the show, and that's what everyone's really here for. Anyway, we've heard it that when you guys leave, anyway, you guys are not really friends afterwards.
Mm.
I think that's why the girls don't like her. I think with the guys, I really feel like Luca. I think his ego is a bit hurt because she didn't really choose him. I think that when she came in, he liked her. He definitely said
Yeah,
she
he
was
was
attractive,
gas,
or whatever.
he was gas off her.
But I think she didn't give him that energy back. And I feel like his ego is bruised. That's why. Jax, I don't even know what that one's problem is because I don't know what his problem is. But I just think with the guys as well, they just don't like, again, I think it's just, they don't like the fact that she's not submissive. They don't like the fact that they don't get to pick and choose when they want her. Like the Davide, like I actually don't understand how people are missing that.
Like,
Davide was literally
did
so
not like her.
temperamental. He would every single morning go to the boys and moan about the fact that she wanted to cuddle him.
Mhm.
She wanted to hug him. She wanted to do this. And he's like, I keep pushing her away. I keep seeing she keeps trying. He was literally embarrassing her.
And
He kept
Jay,
saying she kept trying it, but I don't want it. Like,
and Jay,
it's too much.
Jay liked her until he realized that being on her boat meant he was far away from everybody else.
Yeah.
And he came to have fun. So he was like, she's too much, right? So he decided, bear in mind, the way Jay did it is the only way you can do it. Go and tell the girl that you want to talk to somebody else.
Mhm.
But her problem is she felt like she never got an inkling. Whether that's wrong or right, her feelings are, she's allowed to have those feelings. You know
and
what I mean?
I think it's wrong here because I think what he should have done, because when she came in, she made it clear that I'm talking to Davide, blah, blah, I get to know you too.
Mm.
He never did that too. He fully said Ekin. I don't know what he thought.
Well, the other
dynamics
day
were when
he told
came
her
in
he
there.
would have left with her. She went.
He said that, didn't he?
Yeah.
Exactly. Jay.
He was lying.
So exactly, but the thing is, so that's why I understand why she's so
I look at
frustrated.
Jay
because
so different now.
that's why I understand why she's so frustrated because
Yeah.
it's like when you came, you said you were all about me
Mm.
and you've been acting like you are the most wholesome guy,
Yeah.
but the whole time is because you thought I was this person, I was a popular girl, whatever it is, and now that it's not favoring you anymore,
Mm.
you want to move to the next person.
It was
I
so
don't rate Jay,
horrible
man.
that they didn't let her get her shit off, man. Like, even if you don't agree with her, even
Yeah.
if and in them moments there, you gotta let her get her shit off, man.
Yeah,
Like, she was angry, whether she's acting, whatever, it don't matter what it is.
but she's got
she's doing her thing,
Mm.
and they was just diminishing her whole
Yeah.
experience,
Yeah.
like just
and
shutting
again,
her
that's
down.
where you see that they really don't like her.
Yes.
And I really feel like I can't lie to the producers need to pull it up because I know that they tend to
But
do
they
that
can't make
behind the
people like
scenes.
you.
They can't, but they can say that you guys are bullying, and they make basically you're not allowed to do any of
They'll
that.
make them just like her more.
Because when Amber season, when she didn't like Michael's new girl, and literally like obviously the other girls knew she's an OG, right? You can kind of see that they were kind of leaning more towards Amber's side. They made her talk to her. They said, listen, you can't, this bullying stuff that's going on, this whole forming teams, it can't happen.
Mm.
So sort it out. So even though they didn't like each other in real life, but on camera, you pretend like, and I think that's what they need to do. I can't lie because it's very uncomfortable. I can't imagine living in that house and all the girls
But
don't
the
like
thing
you,
is
all the
that-
guys think you're a hoe. Like, come on.
The
man.
thing is that, I think she's handling it very well in terms of like, her chest is up. Like, she's in terms of
you
like,
think so?
as in, she cries and she gets upset, she cries over that, but she still talks to them. She still sits around with them. Like,
I think she's been professional and they're not.
I think that's what I'm saying. Like, she's handling it well. Like me, that I would
Yeah.
be in a corner sitting by myself, pretending like I'm having the time of my life because I'm not gonna. Do you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I'll be feeling it. Like the whole house don't like you and they treat you some type of way. But like so, if we go into that, I will also want to go into like Paige crying.
Mm. Do you feel like the whole thing was unfair on Paige?
Yes.
She didn't ask for any of this. And she's now subject to this whole whirlwind.
No, but I feel like
frustration.
her thing is even about Ekin. Her thing is about Jax.
Yeah,
not
about
wanting
Jax,
her.
it's not about
She don't
Ekin.
care about Ekin.
Oh,
Yeah.
do you think Jack was wrong for saying, go and chat
The
to
things
Jay?
she
It's
said
the way
it.
he went about it.
It's the way he went about it.
I
Okay, I
want.
know what he was trying to say. He was trying to say I'm
I'm
confident.
Yeah,
with
but he
what I
came
want.
across as
he was
Anybody,
like, yeah.
difference.
anybody that come in there can't take this. He
What
said,
was
yeah,
it?
talk to anybody you want.
Yeah.
Go talk to them.
No, he was like, yeah, of course. Yeah,
It's
sure.
like sweet, chat on.
Yeah,
like,
sweet. Chat
crack on.
sweet.
And then she immediately you saw her because she's an emotional baby. Like you can see it, her whole body language changed, and she was like, "What's wrong?" And I was thinking, men are so dumb. Men can kill because like this girl likes you, bro. Like I get it. You don't want to come across as controlling and you're so
say
sure of
that.
yourself, but then say that. Don't do all the mental maths in your mind and then just say the number 4. Like
Someone else said that.
Let me know the
Do you remember when
word.
someone wanted to know Tasha and Andrew said,
Yes, yes,
Andrew was
yes.
like, obviously get to know him whatever. I feel like Like I'm
Luca.
not going to be pressed because I know
Yeah.
what we've got going on.
Yeah.
But if you want to get to know, I'm not going to tell you not to get to know him. But obviously,
It was
I hope
Luca
that
and Dami's ex-girl.
yeah. So hopefully that you kind of come back to me, kind of thing. I think that's how we should have handled it. Not just said, "Go on, then, babes."
No, but even
But
then,
she just-
Luca was onto him saying, "Oh, if you really cared about her, you would say you care." He didn't have that energy for Jack. He didn't have that energy for Jack. So when he said that, so a couple of weeks ago, Andrew was like, "I don't mind if she cracks on and gets to know whoever it was at that
Yeah.
time, innit?" Luca and Dami's ex-girlfriend, the girl that Dami was with, I
Oh,
can't remember her name. Amber, they were both like, "That means you don't care about her," and they made a big noise about
Yeah.
it. Jack went to Gemma and Luca and said, "Yeah, Jay wants to chat to her. He's told me the way he wants to tell me, so I'm just gonna." And even Gemma thought it was weird because Gemma, you know, she doesn't speak more than 4 sentences
Yeah.
in the whole episode.
Mhm.
So Gemma was just like, "Okay."
Mm.
Paige was in tears, bro. She was like, "I've actually given." She's one of those monogamous, like, I can only date one person at a time type of babe, innit? So she's like, "I'm actually giving you my all. You shouldn't be this indifferent because if you were trying to chat to somebody else, I would care. You should care."
Yeah.
But maybe she might need to like relax a little because
She
Did you feel sorry
might.
for her? Did you feel sorry for her?
Who,
she
Jack?
cried.
Paige.
Jack
Do you
did,
know
yeah.
what? I'm
Who, me?
honest here.
Or Jack?
Yeah. I'm looking at it thinking, this is stupidness.
I felt. So,
You
Yeah,
didn't
no,
hear where
he
she was
does.
coming from.
What?
You didn't hear where she was coming from.
Like, just have the conversation. You there crying, and he come and tried to think, nothing.
Yeah, she's like,
nothing.
nothing.
Like,
No,
shut
but
up,
she's
man.
on his lap.
It's so. This is what
no,
the
but she's
problem
like,
with the world is.
No,
You're
but
an
you know what-
adult. You get what I'm trying to say? Use your words.
No, but Mark
yeah?
said, do you know what? I got when she said nothing, yeah. I think sometimes you're not ready to talk about it in that moment. It's gonna make. I'm gonna cry more, yeah. But it's when she said, "Oh no, it's nothing you've done." I said,
Yeah.
It's do you know what it is? It's crying in front of. For her, I think what it was not trying to make. She didn't want to look stupid in front of him.
It's
You
too
look
late.
stupid,
He caught her
You
crying.
can't feel something, yeah,
Mm.
and not convey it, but then go away and still be upset for feeling you didn't want to convey it. That's on your fault. So if that's how you felt, when you heard it and it's telling you go on, even though you're not saying you have to be a confrontational person or nothing like that, yeah. But if that's really how you felt in your in your heart, yeah, you need to explain to this person,
Yeah.
I'm not comfortable with what you're saying here. Not go away and be
Yeah.
upset and moan and then cry. And then when I come to try and make sure you're all right, tell me, oh no, it's nothing. This is the problems. This is the problem. I'm just looking at things. Just look at this idiot.
Can I post something in the work? Someone tweeted something, yeah. Because remember we've had our speculations about, what they've been up to anyway. Someone said, if I slept with a boy on national TV
Yeah,
and he just offered me to someone else, I too would cry and even vomit.
yeah.
And someone was like, yeah, like community property, puff, past behavior.
Oh, what,
I ain't seen the clip of them in the,
Paige and Jack have sex?
People think
I
that
think
they've
they did.
slept.
I
with each
told you
other.
I saw that guy's reflection. He was riding something.
Mm.
I
He
ain't
was
seen
on
the clip.
emotion.
I ain't said clip either.
It was in
But
the
they
hideaway.
don't really show it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But you know
No,
what?
but-
It's cheeky though because it showed basically what I saw. Yeah, if you guys go back to the episode, I don't know. I think it was like 2 episodes ago. Was like in the hideaway room, yeah, there's a mirror, right? Like above the bed. But it's like cut like little mirrors, right? So in one of them, they zoomed in on was Jack, but he was on top and he
Okay.
was
Oh, okay.
sailing.
Yeah, because even though you don't show you nothing, I'm nearly convinced Tasha banged my man when they went.
Yeah,
to the
yeah,
house.
Oh, they
Hideaway.
definitely-
Wait, I swear yesterday he insinuated that he gave her a little bit of a
Yeah, but they're lying though.
Finger
They can't
roll.
even lie with straight
finger roll,
face.
finger roll.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, no.
I swear he did.
Yeah, no. Yeah. He did make seem like something.
Yeah, I remember
happened.
when they were in bed, they had subtitles and he said something like,
Oh, do you like it when I do like
Yeah,
Yeah, do
but
you
that
like
was
it like
Tasha and Andrew though, wasn't that? That
Yeah.
wasn't. Oh,
That
yeah.
he's talking about-
I thought it was
Yeah.
about
Oh, yeah,
Jack
okay,
and
yeah.
Jack and
Yeah.
thingy.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I do you know it's because obviously I've been saying like I need the heartbreaks to start and blah blah. I felt bad for her, but at the same time, like I feel like she's very naive. Because personally, I can't lie to you. If me and Koi in the house and Koi's like, forget TDA, because Shobi don't want to come out. But if Koi's like ex comes in the house, you think I'm not gonna ask Koi? So what's it really like? I feel like she's been very naive about all of this. Like she'll be out here talking about he's this, he's that, blah 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 to Gemma, and Gemma's looking at her like,
It doesn't pay to be a sweet baby, no.
okay.
It doesn't pay.
So I feel like she's been very naive about the whole experience. Now, obviously, now that she knows that Jax is like, go on, babes. Now she wants to get to know people. I feel like she should have. Because honestly, Casa Moore, yeah.
She shouldn't have
I'm-
tied herself
do you know,
down.
I'm
so
Wait,
Jack
is
happy.
Paige saying she wants to get to know people now?
she
Yeah, now-
entertained
she's
Jay.
entertained Jay.
Remember,
She said-
remember, she admitted that she liked Jay initially, right? When she
Yeah.
came in the house. Like, she thought it was attractive.
Yeah, but she
because
didn't.
he never approached her, she was like, all right.
Personally, I think it's a good thing she cried now. Because I think that she didn't cry now. She would have cried blood when Casa Moore came.
So at least the next.
So
tears
now
will
her mind
still
is
be water.
open.
Yeah,
And now I'm hoping that when she goes to Casa Moore, she's got 2 heads.
but I don't even
And
know
she
what
can channel
Jack's
that.
type is, man. Because I feel like Paige is his type.
I don't
bro.
think she got to. I think she just wants a nice guy that's going to treat her.
No,
like
I
a
mean, I
princess.
don't know what Jack's type is in terms of his head being spun. Like, Paige is a sweet sort. But anyway, guys, I think Davide is so full of himself. It's insane.
Fam,
He
David
called
is the
himself a
most
kiss.
arrogant man I've ever
He called
met.
himself he said, I'm a gift. That he kissed Danica because he knew
Fam,
she
he
wanted
lips her
some.
face off, bro.
Did you see he said he's gonna kiss the next girl? He said the only way he's
Yeah.
gonna know whether he likes.
So as if he kisses her,
If he kisses her.
and
Fam, he grabbed her like that and just sucked
He
her
don't look like
face,
a good
bro.
kisser either.
But he
You
thought-
literally
That's
sucked
your
her
gift
face in.
now. You can get up and go.
Yeah, like.
No, he thinks he's the Greek god. He thinks he's
But
like,
it's like, it's for me, how tall is he anyway? But like for me, it's
Not
like,
tall enough for this behavior he's doing.
it's like, it makes him less attractive. Like, he just comes across to me like something you can't be around for too long. I know,
Nah, he's
you say
annoying.
that about Ekin-Su, yeah. I definitely couldn't be
I
in a
couldn't
room
be around
with
because David is the guy
Ekin-Su
who'll put you down. Like
What do you mean?
if I feel like he will be like like it's a privilege. Do you guys know what
Yeah.
Scandal?
no.
Yeah.
No, Papa Pope is like talking to me is a privilege. The fact that I'm your dad is a privilege. I feel like David is like the fact that you're with me. That is a privilege. Enjoy that. That's like I can't imagine dating a guy like that. That's ridiculous.
Can we quickly go back to Ekin-Su again? And Charlie. So the Charlie
Charlie,
guy
oh, yeah.
came in. He wants a bit of Tasha.
Mm.
He's gone to Ekin-Su because she's available because he's not going to make the same mistake that Nika made, which is to go for the person
That
that,
girl,
you know,
yeah.
absolutely is not available.
If the
She's
guy speaks, she's
forgotten.
gone. She's gone.
She's
going
actually,
tomorrow.
she's
Yeah.
absolutely, and you know what it is?
Nika.
You
Yeah.
can tell she's aware of her irrelevance. Like you
Yeah.
can tell. That's the only reason why she's even entertaining.
I think Afia was
conversation.
more relevant. Oh, I've got something about Afia actually.
Did you see that chat?
Who
Okay,
the hell is Afia?
The girl, remember the one that came in with Ekin-Su?
that she had a leave out, or you wouldn't know what leave out is. She
hair
came
was-
with Ekin-Su.
I don't know
She's
what's that.
black.
The one
When
that was
did
from
she leave?
North, that was from South, another day
That's
there
a while
was
ago still.
Arabic that was then
I think I know what you're talking
Ghanaian.
about.
Jamaican and
I think I know what you're talking about.
But with Charlie, I didn't like how Charlie took the slander that the group has for Ekin-Su and brought it to her doorstep. And Ekin-Su she's so not into Charlie that it came out in the way she was speaking. She was like, it's not about looks. How can you tell a man that you're trying to get to know that it's not about his looks?
because you ain't got none.
That is crazy. Esther, however, seemed to like his looks.
I
but
thought she was
we'll talk about
feeling him.
Esther's
She said she
Tuesday.
wants to get to know him.
So she said, I want to get to know him because the thing about Ekin-Su can make a meal out of anything. Like she can make
She's just
something
trying to
out of
play the
anything.
game and stay
She's
in the
just trying to
house.
play the game. Because basically she was like to him,
She will survive Squid Game.
so basically he kind of was talking to her like he knows she's desperate. As in like, she said, you have the qualities I'm looking for. Then you know, he said, what are they? And she couldn't really name anything because she doesn't even know my man. Do you know what I mean? But she was like, yeah, you just seem, but I guess we'll get to know each other. Like she was just, I don't know what she was
faffing about.
doing, the faffing. And then his approach to Ekin-Su is that you don't have other options and no one really likes you in the house.
So
I think you're good looking. I'm gonna chat to you. Ekin-Su's approach to him is that I would not look at you on a night out at all, but you
Kassem
come
was
with some
zooming.
energy
Yeah.
and I'm staying in this house. That was their whole interaction. I don't like how Ekin-Su tries to make anything into a romance novel. Like she tries to like create a narrative of romance everywhere.
So
It's
we're
not by
basically in a
force.
relationship.
Yeah, but I was about to say that. When she said that, I was like, no, that's wild.
Yeah.
You know nobody's been there 1 week.
And
max.
the jumping up and dancing when he asked she's going on a date, and then Tasha gets to act like she's supposed. To be fair, I thought Tasha shut it down. I thought, oh, Tasha's become loyal. Tasha got on that date and she said, yeah.
Not the
I think I even
receipts.
tweeted it. Tasha said, I guess he just has that quality that Andrew doesn't have. Something like that.
Yeah, she did. She said that. Exactly that.
I thought she was making progress.
She doesn't.
No.
I didn't see the end of the show. I watched the beginning of the show. So when he first spoke to her, she was like, oh, no, I'm good with Andrew. I was like, oh,
They had to,
God.
you know, they had to say to her, come on, Tasha, come and get ready.
Yeah.
Like, and then when she got ready, Ekin's like, okay, Tasha, your turn. It's like, oh, well, I have to go now.
Mm.
Then you go in there.
I thought it was growth. So
No.
she went on there. So what, did she enjoy the date then, I'm guessing?
She did.
Yeah, she enjoyed the date.
She had a
But
great.
do you know what is what I realized? She
She
doesn't
tried
even,
everything.
she just wants options.
Mm.
She doesn't want to be tied down.
Do you know what it is, yeah?
When a woman is like that, I think we read it as so
She's
malicious.
horrible.
But
No,
she
anybody
just
that
doesn't
she's
want to be tied
flirted
down.
with hasn't
I
picked her yet. So we haven't seen.
Yes.
Yes.
I think Tasha's a bad girl, but she hasn't had the
Doing
chance
bad girl
to
things.
be the bad girl that
Because
she
no
really
one's picked
is.
her.
No one's picked
She's
her.
always been number 2 or
Oh,
number 3.
Casa and Moore. She
But
might get
Casa Moore, she's
smoked.
coming alive.
She might get
What?
clocked.
Andrew
If she
clocked
makes it.
Was he
'Cause-
clocked?
Andrew,
Yeah,
so what I
in the
saw as a
preview.
preview
Oof.
was she must have gone to him and said, I'm open to getting to know other people.
Mm.
She has told this poor guy
Yeah.
that on several occasions, let's slow down. Remember the first 2 weeks, let's slow down. Then she said she's got to know every single person that has called on her name.
Yeah.
She made it seem like I'm finally with
Yeah.
you. I'm finally here with you. You fingered me. I've given you hand jobs, whatever.
Manicures,
We're here.
summer work.
Right. They need to change these name systems
It's
anyway.
dead. It's dead.
But
Not
yeah.
catching on.
And now, after one day in a jacuzzi, you're now telling me I'm open to talking to other people. Big man, just say you hate me.
I think he said something in the last bit, of the show. He said something like, oh, so yesterday she's saying to me that if I left, she would go with me, but today you want to get to know someone else. Okay. Said Andrew, unleash the villain.
Yeah, like no, I think Andrew needs to unleash. That's
Unleash
that's
it.
that
No, he
quality
has to.
that she's looking for. She wants to be badded up. Like I feel like that's what she wants. She wants to be
What is
badded
wrong
up.
You know what? We as a society, we need to have a meeting with women
No, for real.
because this is not right.
no,
When
for
if
real.
we actually, sometimes I'm outside of a woman's body and I'm listening.
She wants to be badded up. This guy has been on you from the beginning.
Relax.
You
You're agreeing
played
too
this.
quickly.
You played this correctly. You lot could have been winners, but because we can see the things that be a bad girl and own it. You're not even owning it.
Yeah.
You're not even doing it well because no one's picking you either. This is terrible bad girl ship. Like this is not city girl. This is village voyage. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's not doing. And I just feel like I feel bad for Andrew. Rather than me championing you, your choice and all of that, I'm like, yo, sis, like, do this correctly. Like,
Yeah. Wait, how many girls do we have? So do we have more boys now than girls, right?
I don't know.
No,
I think the boys are
You know
picking.
what?
I think it's equal now.
So,
Since-
we're coupling. Someone has to do.
How are they managing to make this entertaining? Because there's not
Yeah, we have more girls
There's not
than
any good
guys.
there's not any good characters in there.
Yeah,
you don't think?
There's not really any nice people, man.
because
There's
we're
not really.
talented.
Huh?
Well, actually, honestly, the day after Love Island is actually better than actual show at this point.
Facts.
There's not any good characters. There's no good people on
There's
there.
no.
Not boys, not girls.
Gemma
no one.
Luca, you don't like that?
No.
Oh, that's Afia. Afia was on a podcast, right?
Oh,
She's saying
give them
that
the
actually
wrong podcast.
Gemma
Yeah.
loves Luca. Like she's proper on him, but she's
Oh,
like
is
the
it?
camera. She said basically the producers know what they're doing, showing him as being desperate. But she said
Okay.
behind the scenes,
She's on him.
she's giving energy. So
I
basically,
said
if Luca's not
this.
next to her,
Mhm.
she'd be like, "Where's Luca? Where's Luca?" Like she's on Luca, but they're just not showing it that way.
Oh wow.
But I said it, my people only act mad when they're being fed madness. Like,
But
they,
can I just say that I still don't think that justifies Luca's behavior.
no, he's doing too much.
Because whatever it is that Gemma's, I don't even care if she's literally crawling for him or I don't care what you're doing. He's still acting.
But why is she not sleeping in a dog bed? Because Afia, I don't know if I trust you as a source.
I think I cracked that as well. They can't. Because basically then, if you can do that, because they're not coupled up, right? I think you can only sleep in bed with whoever you're coupled up with.
That's
Because then everyone will just, Dami and India will sleep together. Everyone will sleep in the preferred couple.
yeah,
so you
yeah,
can't do
yeah,
that.
you're right,
yeah,
you're
that's
right.
why.
Yeah.
Crack the
I mean,
case,
not actually the
Johnson.
excuse anyway, but still.
Oh no, I think you cracked the case. I think you cracked it because
Thank
that
you.
weren't making sense.
My Sherlock
Yeah.
ship.
Um,
But yeah, so I think it'd be interesting. So I think so. The guys I reckon are gonna pick the girls. I think we've got more guys than girls at the moment. So girls, we have
Let's-
Gemma, Tasha.
Let's do every couple and then we can see.
What do you mean?
Let's do one now quickly.
Okay, so as in people
Dami and
together, or-
India,
Yeah. So
Okay, Dami, India,
Luke and Gemma.
Luke and Gemma,
yeah.
Tasha and Andrew. No, we don't know that.
That's if they pick each other.
I think
whatever.
Jackson, Paige will still go.
Yeah.
Who else is in the house?
Jay, who's Jay gonna pick? Because he can't. Depends.
He's
He
not
can't
gonna
get
get
Paige.
Paige.
He's not going to get Paige. And he can't go back to Akinsu.
So he's done
Danica,
that,
you're back in the game.
He's never had a conversation with that girl.
Or he might pick Anti. Wasn't it?
And Antigone.
Yo, yeah.
Yeah.
Have they had a
Yeah.
conversation though?
No, but he does think that she's.
Oh no, they were
something.
staring at each other's eyes during the date.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So okay, so Jay and Antigone,
But would Antigone want that?
she's gonna have to.
She'll ride it
She
until.
wants to- does she want to stay in the house?
Yeah, she'll ride it. She can have to
Who do you
ride
think David is gonna pick? I think he's gonna do a
Himself.
friendship thing.
He might have to pick what's her face.
Danica.
Yeah.
He'll
'Cause
pick-
he's been
he'll
keeping
pick-
her
I think he'll
warm.
pick Danica.
After he lips her off, he might as well.
Ekin might leave. Oh no, Charlie.
Charlie might leave.
No,
It depends.
Charlie and
It depends.
Akin can
Who's-
pick
No,
each
Charlie
other.
and Ekin.
Who's doing the picking? The boys or the girls?
I think the boys are gonna pick. I think the boys are gonna pick because it's thingy, and then Charlie's gonna get to pick first.
Is that tonight?
Yeah, but I feel like it's gonna be
What
Tonight and
if
then- tonight
Charlie
and then
picks
cliffhanger.
Tasha? Because
Yeah.
he prefers Tasha to Ekin.
Yeah.
What if he picks Tasha and then Andrew's
So
there?
who's leaving then?
Andrew could leave, you know? If Charlie picks
yes.
Tasha, because
No, 'cause
Andrew
that would
hasn't
be-
cultivated any relationship with anyone else apart from Tasha.
One of the girls might be his friends and save him.
You think so? But who?
No,
though?
but-
yeah,
no,
but
no,
who's free? Who's
But
free to save
I
him?
think the boys are picking though because the girls picked last time,
Okay.
and that's why Ikenna and Thingy left.
Okay.
So I think if the guys pick, but how many girls, how many boys do we have? That's what we need to figure out.
I think we've said everyone's names, no?
Then who's leaving then? So why is there recoupling?
Hold
If
on.
no one's leaving.
Luca, Jack, Andrew, Davide, Dami, Charlie,
Jay.
Jay,
Wow, there's too many people in the
So
house.
7 guys.
7 guys.
Okay, and then girls?
Emma. So I keep saying Emma. Gemma,
Yeah.
Tasha, India, Ekensu, Antigone,
Me. Danica.
Danica, Paige. Am I missing someone? That's
7 for 7.
yeah.
So who's leaving?
There's gonna have to
Sometimes they do the recoupling and people don't leave. Though.
But sometimes they do
Yeah.
recoupling and they say that
the least from. Oh, I don't know.
no.
It's gonna be a public vote thing.
And then,
It's not because we
man.
should have voted yesterday.
Oh,
yeah, and the last, maybe no one leaves because the last time someone left was the vote, and that wasn't a recoupling.
There's not enough
That
people
was
being
the
kicked
that
out
was
of
the
the
most
house.
popular. That was the most popular. That was vote for your most popular.
Oh yeah,
Or
your
popular
favorite
island,
ones.
though.
Yeah, and but then they left though. Remember?
Yeah, they left. But I'm saying it weren't because of a recoupling. So I'm saying
Oh,
they could
yeah,
still
yeah,
do a
yeah.
recoupling and just shake things
Shuffle,
up,
Yeah.
and no one necessarily leave.
Yeah. This is why it's similar
They
to my
might.
house. I agree. This is why I think you said it smells like Links Africa in there.
Them-
So, like,
they might add one more girl to the chat though.
I'll be honest with you.
Yeah,
I was really upset with the. Okay, yeah, so my tweet. So basically, I was saying right that in the pictures, Charlie looks like struggle, but in reality, I think in motion isn't it that bad?
He looks like. Do you guys remember Art Attack?
Yeah.
Do you remember the statue head in Art Attack?
Yeah.
That's what he looks like.
Oh, no, I don't know the
You
statue.
remember?
I remember it, but we're in the
We're
segment.
gonna have to put a,
'Cause that's
yeah,
really
gonna have
how
to put a
we-
picture up. But yeah.
Let me find it.
All right, guys. Well, that has been Love Island, the Madrid version. We are gonna jump into the headlines. We can't keep cussing them if we want to be after.
We're not cussing them. We're just letting them know. We're
The
helping them with
levels.
production things.
Guys, before I head into the last headline, I'm gonna need you guys to subscribe. All right then. So the anguish of a young man who had sex organs removed on NHS, then regretted it the same day as he sues NHS over gender reassignment surgery. A young British man who had his genitals removed during gender reassignment surgery is suing the NHS over the operation in a historic legal action. Philip says he transitioned at 25 more than a decade ago and started taking female hormones to feminize his body. This was followed by surgery when he underwent an NHS operation called penile inversion with scrotal graft. That sounds really painful. Which removes male genitalia and uses the tissue to construct a false vagina. He says he grew up in the northeast of England. I knew deep down from a young age I was gay and I was deeply terrified of it. He says in his tweets describing his past, everyone in my family joked and expressed disgust and disapproval of gay people. He withdrew into an online world where he felt at peace. There at 23, he found discussions about gender dysmorphia, the fear of living in the wrong sexual body. That's me, I thought. He found an internet forum called Angels, which was directed at trans women, men who wished to become women. They wished to be women. They urged him to transition now before it's too late. He says that he latched onto the idea with real zeal. He took female hormone drugs bought privately and later prescribed by his GP and an adult NHS gender clinic to suppress his male characteristics and look feminine. But when the NHS psychiatrist asked him if he wanted a gender reassignment surgery, he delayed for 2 years because he had doubts. Worried that if he refused, he would become denied NHS treatment for his gender problems, he finally agreed. His tweets explain, eventually I found myself on the operating table. Immediately on waking up from surgery, I knew I had made the biggest mistake of my life. My sex has been lobotomized. In his tweets, he describes how the operation has left him struggling to relieve himself. It takes me about 10 minutes to empty my bladder. It's extremely slow, painful, and because it dribbles, it then goes all over the entire area, leaving me soaking. I find moments later my underwear is wet. It simply drips out for more than an hour. I never knew that I would risk smelling of piss everywhere I go. According to the NHS last year, 13,500 people were waiting for an initial appointment for gender identity treatment, which can lead to reassignment surgery. The clinic with the shortest waiting list for first appointment was the flagship Tavistock and Portman Clinic in Northwest London, which was at the time nearly 3 years. So 3 years wait to be able to do the surgery. So
I'm not. None of you are feeling sorry for this man, are you?
yeah, I feel so for him. It feels bad when anytime a surgery doesn't go the way you want.
I mean, it did go the way you wanted.
I don't think
He regretted
he
it.
wasn't trying to do 1 hour piss for 1 hour. That seems to be a botched surgery.
He wasn't moaning because of the piss. He said he woke
No,
up and he regretted
yeah,
it
he
instantly.
obviously
The
yeah.
surgery went
But don't you
perfect.
but don't you feel like bad that that's now his current situation?
No,
That he can't go back and he
No.
knew he made an immediate mistake.
no. Why is he trying to sue the NHS for as well? Who's paying
Oh
for
no,
that?
I'm not. Yeah, I hear that, but I'm just saying, like,
He's miles off it. You should. Well, he fought it through. He waited 2 years.
he had doubts for 2 years. He said,
He fought it
And then
through for
regretted
2
it
years.
on the same day.
yeah, but don't you feel bad for the fact that he's regretted it now, like, and that he
Not
feels
really.
like he's made a really bad decision.
My
himself?
empathy's
Empathy's
capped on
capped,
that
man.
one.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
So in my head, yeah, this is what I'm seeing. Maybe you guys aren't seeing it, yeah, but
Take us there.
yeah, I will. So his whole family hates people that are gay, or they don't like people that are gay, whatever.
Mhm.
So he finds this forum. So he's being guided by like just this a lot of suggestions and stuff. It's not something you can speak about openly. It's not a place where you can get like a trusted, proven record of anything. He's just going with whatever the popular opinion is in this forum, right? Because this forum identifies with him more than his family. He then starts the journey and he starts the he starts the hormones. He's like, oh, I like the hormones. The hormones are all right. This is when I feel normal. This is when I feel like myself, right? And then you know how the NHS is. All right, we've been giving you this, so are you ready to make the final thingy?
Yeah.
If you don't make the final thingy, you're gonna go back to the back.
No one ever told him that.
No, but he's saying he feared.
No, he assumed that. No one ever told him that.
So you never dealt with NHS.
Yeah,
They don't just stay with you forever.
He assumed that.
Okay, well,
no one ever told him that.
His perspective, because we're not going to dismiss, remember, like Ekin said, we're not going to dismiss someone's perspective. So his perspective was that if I don't make an action immediately, I'm no longer going to be getting this help that makes me feel like life is more bearable or the way I envision it. Cool. He now does the surgery. The moment he does the surgery, already he was dealing with doubt. You don't never done something cautiously, like thinking, oh, I'm not sure. Then you did it. You're like, I know this. I shouldn't have done this.
Yeah, but not on this
I
kind
don't
of
want
level.
no pit either.
Not-
if I
not-
do something, I'm not. Like, you got to face your. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, fair. All I'm saying is that I can just envision like this is a big thing, and I don't know if he can undo it. I don't know if it's reversible. It doesn't sound like it's reversible. So I'm just like, wow, he's gonna have to live with this kind of rash decision for the rest of his life.
So he's
I
got a vagina
don't
today.
think that suing the NHS is the solution to this at all, because I feel like they did what you consented to. But I just feel like for him, like this causes even more
Yeah,
confusion
it
and
must be
upset.
massive for him, and everything that you're saying it is. I'm saying, do I?
You just
care?
don't have sympathy for it.
Mm-mm.
Live and direct. We got an update.
What happened?
What happened?
Breaking news.
Who left the
Breaking
house?
news.
Who left the house?
We have it. Emman update.
Oh, give
So-
it.
Emman is currently poolside with what looks like a shot of JD or a shot of
shot of Henny. I think
Kvasse,
it's
Henny.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So Emmanuel's out there getting crunk. Here you go, guys. This is the update.
Oh, is that it? Okay.
Getting crunk.
All right.
And you can tell it's a strong shot alcohol because
Yeah,
there's
so-
just the nothing else there in the cup.
Yeah,
It's
there's
it's a straight.
You know what I mean? Straight
So
Henny.
I'm
No
done
rocks.
with the gym.
No rocks.
No,
I
right.
love
Yeah,
that.
that's it. Straight.
I love
Yeah,
that.
Also, with this guy, yeah, I think I would feel more sympathy if he regretted it maybe like a month or two or so later.
I woke up
On
and
the
said,
on
"Look,
the day, it's like, big man, come on, man.
Can you just imagine how much you must have cried?
Like at least think about it a bit before you say you regret. Then I can feel for you more.
I know, but don't you? Okay, I'm not trying to convince you guys, but listen to this, yeah. Like, have you ever fucked up and just thought, of course I fucked up.
Yeah, of course.
You never
If
fucked
I
up
got
hands in the air. No hands.
not him."
Still, I just feel like, yo, like fucking up that because the fact you can't blame anyone else but yourself.
And that's just,
Yeah, fucking up in the moment, but not fucking up like this. This is something you thought about for so long. You done it, and then immediately,
Do you know-
oh my god.
okay,
But
do
there's
you know
no
what-
middle ground with this though.
Do you know what I
Like,
think
you
is
know what I
sad?
mean? Like, there's no middle ground. Like,
let me tell you what it is. My empathy is still capped.
yeah, no, I can
And
tell.
at the end of my sentence, it's still going to be capped. But what I do feel a bit sorry about is that he had no proper guidance to know that this was what he properly wanted to do. And I think if he had, maybe, I can't say that's on, I don't think the onus on his family per se.
No.
But I just think that maybe if society had better systems in place to educate more and all that kind of stuff, he probably would not have done that. Because what it sounds like to me is
He
that
was
he
sitting
learned
down with a
everything.
professional.
And
He was getting things from the GP. He was sitting down with
No,
a
no.
professional talking. Like, they suggested it to him. He waited 2 years
no, not
before he
even-
done it. I'm guessing they were still speaking in that time.
Yeah,
No,
no,
not that part. I'm
Everything-
talking about when he had to go online and in forums and stuff
Oh,
to
before
learn
that.
about
Yeah.
himself.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
before
yeah.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
before that. So I guess if society had more in place where he didn't have to go to other people to take in because this, when it comes to all this stuff, it's a very personal thing, right?
Yeah.
He's had to now take on other people's personal lives to try and find something to relate to. So that's what makes me sad.
Yeah.
Because I think that his only knowledge and learning of himself, unfortunately,
Yeah.
had to come from other people. That's what's sad.
It says he withdrew into an online world where he felt
Yeah.
at peace. There, at 23, he found discussions about gender dysphoria,
Mm.
the fear of living in the wrong body.
Yeah.
That's me, I thought.
Mm.
Can you imagine how dangerous these forums are if you aren't
Abreast of all your options.
Yeah.
On
Yeah.
the full
And I
discussion.
think that's very sad.
yeah.
That's very sad. I'm 23, you're still a baby. That's sad. So that's
But
where
it's
my
also
sadness
it's
comes.
dangerous, but it's I'm guessing it's a necessary evil, isn't it? Like he never had nowhere to go, and that's where he went. There's gonna be other people who went to those forums and found peace and made the decision and was happy with it as well. At the same
Yeah, I
time,
just
you know
think,
what I'm trying to
yeah.
say?
That was one thing I wanted to add, but yeah, that's what I was envisioning when we were discussing it. I was like, yo, really think about the journey of feeling super duper alone, finally finding a home, and so you're like, let me go the full Monty with these people, and your thing might have just been hormones. Maybe you didn't need the full. My question here though is like, this kind of reminds me of like the BBL trend, like how it was really important to see, and obviously this is not minimizing lives lost and stuff, but it's really important to see both people that are happy with it and aren't. Because if you only see people that are happy with it, then everyone who hasn't done it thinks that this is 100% success rate. When you start seeing people be honest about the fact that, oh, I wasn't able to sit down, I'm bleeding, blood clots. When celebrities...
When I hear them stories about BBLs, I don't have no pity for them either.
But you know, a lot of people don't come out and talk about it because maybe there's shame associated with it. Sorry.
No.
Yeah, there's shame associated with it. But also, I guess it's a shame, but that's the... But then I think with BBL thing is people just see the good things. I guess you won't really see the bad things. I think even when people see the bad things, people are like, oh, it's just one in there. I've seen 10 good things.
But now we know though, because now over the last couple of years, we're now seeing people are dying. Yeah, we're seeing an equal measure of positive and negative. And I think I'm not saying this is new. This has been happening for decades. But I feel like the conversation being seen as not this sideline thing, but as mainstream news, it means that a lot more people who are in Shropshire or in the ends that don't know what options are, there's now reliable sources they can go to rather than opinion-based sources. We can actually get stats on success now and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like, just like any surgery you do, you go and see how likely is it that I'll get hurt and all of this other stuff. I get you not being sympathetic. No, I don't. I don't get you not being sympathetic, but I can appreciate your point of view. And that's that.
That's Mary and her
Do you know what I mean? But yeah, let's head over to Dana here. Go on,
Which one are you choosing? I'm excited.
I just want to get out of the way because I've seen the text growing, but there was one that I was looking at that I just want to get out of the way.
One of them is killing me, I'll be honest.
I'm going to be honest with you. Let's just get out of the way. Juicy Smoooliet.
Do you know what's mad that we don't call him, what is his name, Justin?
Jesse. Joe, wow.
Jesse.
It's Jesse.
It's Jesse,
It's
isn't it?
Jesse. It's not Jesse.
It's not Jesse.
I watch Empire. It's Jesse, babes.
It's Jesse.
Jussie. Yeah, Jussie's my yeah.
Wow, look how
American
Dave
stuff.
Chappelle changed this guy's entire birth certificate.
Damn.
Juicy Smoooliet, man. You're out here doing your tours. And you know who's he with? Sway, innit?
Yeah, it was with Sway.
Sway in the morning. This is what you're...
You ain't got the answers.
This is what you're using your platforms for. And even when he's talking, at the end when they're clapping, have you seen the video? Have you watched the clip?
No.
The end where the black woman's clapping here, there's a look on her face she's clapping and supporting it here, but there's a look on her face that's saying like...
because I have to do this, my job.
Yeah, there's a look on her face that she's like, really, nigga? Like, Juicy Smoooliet is crazy. If you don't know who Juicy is, he fabricated a hate crime, it was a race crime, it was a homophobia crime. He fabricated the whole thing.
All the crimes
in the world. He fabricated them. They turned out not to be true.
MAGA hat, you know.
Yeah, they turned out...
It's a rope around the neck for me.
They put a rope around his neck. They tried to noose him up.
These people came out with like props. Like...
Basically, he reckons they tried to attack him at
they said you
3 a.m.
Empire
in Chicago.
Nigga. Also,
turned out it wasn't real. Whatever. But he's still going around now doing interviews.
Yeah.
Talking up the things. He's standing in his truth.
He's an Amber Heard.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like, he is doing what Esther suggested yesterday. You can just keep telling yourself things that's not true.
She said affirmations.
And they're going to come true. It's similar.
I hate that. Don't do that. Don't you dare use my Wellness Wednesdays against me.
He said it's similar. This guy.
Let me tell you why. Look, I'll tell you why you was always going to make that area, because I was going to use your own language. He said, if I really done this, if I really went and done this, I am a piece of shit.
I think Brent should have played the clip.
And we are here to tell you, Juicy Smoooliet, you are a piece of shit. He also said, if I had done this, I would be fisting the LGBTQ community. Now, we are all cool with your sexual preferences. I just don't think you should be so vulgar. Okay? Honestly, I just don't think there was no need for that.
I'm glad that's where he went.
He did,
I wasn't sure where he was going to go. And I'm proud of you, Margs.
Huh?
I'm proud of you. Because I don't know, I think Margs a couple months ago, I don't know where that sentence would have gone, but That was TBA
I mean, to be fair,
friendly.
he did say he was a gay Tupac.
Didn't it?
Did you see that? He
Yeah, I saw that.
he
Yeah.
actually dropped the mic. He said, "I'm the gay Tupac."
And
dropped the mic.
So is it drugs?
And walked
is it,
off.
Is
And
it
that's why I'm saying his life is just on an empire set. He thinks he's just acting.
Ekin,
He's he
Sue's-
and Ekin Sue on.
Neck,
No,
neck,
they are
neck,
not
neck.
neck and neck.
Neck
Y'all
and neck.
better stop. Y'all better put some respect on Ekin Sue's name. She keeps it in the villa, okay? She don't involve no
Man
presidents.
said in a press conference,
Yeah.
"I am the gay Tupac,"
Mm.
and it's a drop mic that killed me. He dropped the mic and
Does he
stormed
have
off.
supporters?
His family?
And what does that even mean, the gay Tupac?
I don't
You know what I
understand.
mean? What does it mean?
What does that
He
mean?
didn't take us there.
Yo, do you know what I thought was gonna be in Done Out Here today? Do you guys watch Black Ink Crew?
Oh,
I used to.
No.
I used to.
Did you see what Caesar did to her dog?
What did he do?
He got a metal. Okay,
No.
there was a video.
Trigger warning. Yes, trigger warning.
Also, trigger warning: animal abuse. Thank you, Esther. So, they believe it's him because it was his neighbor's camera onto
Yeah.
his house property, right?
Yeah.
And it was like something. Yeah,
Yeah.
he got the dog,
Mm.
and he got a metal chair, you know, the foldable ones, and he hit the dog twice, right? And you can hear it in the video camera of somebody else's house, right?
Shit.
Then on another occasion, by the way, guys, allegedly, but there's video and everything like that because I know. But then there's another occasion when he's telling the dog to get into the cage. The dog doesn't want to get into the cage. He goes and gets the dog, kicks the dog. The dog gets into the cage, yeah. Then he gets the cage and kicks it so it spins. Like, I don't know if you're into
can't.
dogs or not, yeah.
No,
And the dog was able
abuse.
to get out.
That's mad.
But like, I don't know if you're into dogs or not, or into animals or not, yeah. But like, I've never had a pet in my life. That was disgusting to watch.
Yeah,
like that was
it
really
sounds-
so I
it
would
sounds
love if you
disgusting.
can add him to your Done Out Here if you would like, or just thank you.
I want to go watch some footage. I'm sure I can find space for him.
Yeah, thank you. I can send you the footage. if you
Come
want.
on, come
I don't know.
on.
I can send you the footage because I was like, wow, like that's
No, but
crazy.
Jussie. Okay, do you guys think Jussie is right? Like, do you? Okay, wait. Do you
What do you mean?
believe this
What?
happened, or do you think something happened and he exaggerated it?
I believe it was all orchestrated.
All of it.
Yeah.
Not one bit is true.
But what part is true? What part is being told to be true? Hasn't it all come out as it was all a lie? Those two guys who were involved.
Yeah, the two Nigerian
The two
brothers.
Nigerian guys. They said it was,
They were
they
his
said it was
personal
all-
trainers.
Yeah, it's all
And he was
orchestrated.
dating one of them.
Yeah.
And they
But-
basically said that he basically paid them to do it. And the day before, they had a little walkabout of where they were gonna orchestrate. This happens here,
Yeah.
this happens here. They had a little talk about it. But
So-
he's saying they're lying.
Have you cracked the case? Do you know why he done it?
Basically, I always thought that is because, so obviously at the time, yeah, Empire was massive, big, blah, blah, blah. I feel like I think he wanted to be that person who is a spokesperson for the community, LGBTQ community. And I think that he really thought something like that happening, everyone, because literally I saw it that day, all on Instagram, all on social media is we stand with Jussie. I really feel like he wanted to be a pillar for like just black people. Like I feel like he just wanted, I don't know what he wanted, but he really thought it was going to get him all the power there is in Black Hollywood.
He wanted to be Tupac.
But unfortunately,
But-
and the thing is, he did it in Chicago because Chicago are known, the police in Chicago are known for not investigating crime. They just don't care. But the thing is, because it was such a big thing,
Yeah.
they decided this is the one case we are going to stand up and investigate.
It was
right?
basically a terrible PR stunt. Basically. Like a
It's
terrible
wild
PR
because, so I really feel, in the video as well, and with Sway, he basically said, people keep saying he did it for his career, but he was like, at the time I was meant to be on Broadway, my dream role, I was working on this, I was working on this, I was working on that. Really and truly,
They didn't need
all he did is ruin it. But I'll be honest with you, again, when it comes to rich people and whatever, there's fame, there's wealth, but sometimes they just want
power.
relevance
Yeah,
and
yeah.
power. I really feel like he did it to be, so his career he can be like the Will Smith.
I mean, if it
the
works,
gays or something,
yeah,
I don't
because I mean,
know.
everyone backed him. Apparently, Dave Chappelle said black people didn't back him, but like, in
No,
general.
what?
But my thing is,
Everyone backed him.
I personally feel like Laverne Cox, I believe,
Yeah.
mentioned that she was like, when drugs are involved. But I just feel like drugs doesn't lead to like a planned thing. Like I can imagine doing something random because of drugs, but I can't imagine like
Yeah, because the guys literally
planned.
said, we've known him for time. He paid us to do this. Where we person trained him. He dated, I think he'd been on a date with one of them anyway. The day before this alleged attack, they walked through the area. I don't know if CCTV found it, but they actually walked through the area. I said, okay, I'm going to say you did this here, you did this here, you did this here. And it's like, okay. And when it first came out as well, he never said, he said they were Trump supporters because they had MAGA hats on. I remember that. They said they had MAGA hats on and they were talking about like, make America great again.
Who? These, the hench Nigerian brothers?
No. This is before we knew they were Nigerian.
Oh.
What he told everybody was that
Yeah.
there was two guys and they were Trump supporters. They had MAGA hats on.
Mm.
They basically called him the F word, and they said, "You empire, nigger, blah blah." And then obviously, as the thing is unfolding, now we're finding out it's black guys. So what? And black guys that support Trump that have MAGA hats.
Do you know the Nigerian guys were watching this? That ain't what we agreed.
No, honestly,
that is not what we agreed.
And I think what it was is I think they end up coming out and be like, nah, because they literally spilled all the beans. But I think it's because even when they were when CCTV found there was those two guys, he didn't try and help. He's still doing I'm gay Tupac. Yeah, off with the heads kind of thing. And they're thinking, wait a minute.
Shit.
Basically, he wasn't trying to back them or say like it's not them or anything like that. He's basically left them out to
He's
crazy.
Yeah,
and he's like, no. And he's like, no. But his family, I think he's ill. It's not diagnosed yet, but I think there's something there.
Juicy, man.
Done at here, man.
That's why you're done at here, man.
Yeah.
This is the whole saga. I thought it was behind us. Did he only do 6 days in jail?
I think he did a minute there, but he...
No, he got 150 days, innit?
Yeah, but then
But
he said he was gonna...
He applied for bail.
Yeah.
He applied for bail while he was appealing it, and I think he got it, innit?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, so I think he done about 6 days. So did he have to go back and do the rest?
No, I think he's got like community service or something like that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
read on because if the appeal fails, he's going to do the entire.
Is it?
Yep.
Well, the entire 150 days.
I think he's gonna fail.
Also, Brent, did you put this list together?
Yep.
The Burger King thing is hilarious. By the way. I just want to put it out there.
Bloody hilarious.
I think he's gonna. I think he's gonna lose the appeal because the way it's all set up is just ridiculous.
Okay, yeah. If the appeal fails, he's got to go back and finish off the rest of his sentence.
How long's that sentence? 150 days?
150 days.
150 days it was.
Yeah,
He
he can do that.
could do that in his
That's like
sleep.
5 months.
Oh, and they will definitely have him on like private look and all of that stuff.
But his family is standing behind him though.
Well, yeah,
All right, question.
No.
No, I'm saying
You
his
lot
family
have
standing behind him.
questions.
Would you guys stand behind
No.
your brother if this was happening?
No, in public.
Yeah, I would.
No, I wouldn't. I don't
Publicly.
like foolishness. I don't
Publicly.
care.
Publicly.
No.
You heard what I said.
I would. He's my brother. Obviously,
I don't
No.
care who you are.
I'm going to let the public know that I think this is foolishness, but I still,
That's not standing
That's
by
standing
him
behind him
then.
then.
That's standing adjacent. Like that's not.
I'll stand
You stand there.
opposite around the corner.
I'm in the shadows.
That's in fact that would
So I'm
become
gonna
the
stand
story.
behind him
And
and
then
kick him in the
there he
street.
is. There he is.
What I mean is, I'll support him, but at the same time, I got to let him know,
What kind of
big
support is
man,
that?
this is stupidness. What are you doing? You know what
But
I mean?
in these situations, your
Keep it
family
real.
come to you and they say to you, "Is this true?" And then you say yes. Then at that point, the family just has to ride with whoever they want to ride
No,
with.
because
innit?
I know you're lying.
I
I
would
don't
like-
care. No one can't make me do foolishness. I don't care who you are. If you're my family, if I don't believe you, I can make up my own
Your
mind. If I
son.
don't believe you, nobody can make me do
Really?
foolishness that I don't believe. If I don't agree
I've
and I
got-
don't
I've
believe,
got-
I don't give a shit.
I've got space for foolishness for my kids still.
Nah, man, I don't.
I
Because
got-
your foolishness reflects bad on me. It's like I
Nah.
raised
I can do
foolishness
wrong and
like that.
strong. I can support someone knowing fully well they're lying. That's not the issue I'm talking about. I'm saying if it don't sit well with me. I'm saying
Oh,
you get me.
okay.
I'm saying
Yeah,
things
yeah,
that
yeah.
I don't agree with.
Yeah,
I'm
my-
not
my mom's
partaking in
like,
no
But can I be
foolishness.
honest though as well? I think that with me, I want to know the truth. So don't you dare tell me the same thing you were telling people on Twitter.
Yeah.
Tell me the truth and let me know what I'm standing behind. But you can't have me out here licking the fool and I'm out here wrong and strong with you in
Yeah.
public. And then the CCTV comes out now and they see you the day before doing survey. You're telling people, okay, so Mark X is where you do this. Nah, man.
No, it is,
I don't like
I
embarrassment.
think in my mind, I was paralleling how serious this was. Because I think, okay, cool. If you look at Nicki Minaj, for example, she stood behind her
Oh,
brother
yeah.
who's been accused of paedophilia,
Mm.
which is way more serious than what Jesse's done, isn't it?
Mm.
If I was Nicki, I'm not standing behind my brother who's been accused of paedophilia.
Yeah.
But Jesse's thing, even though it's foolishness, it's not the end of the
No,
world.
but that's different though. That's family. It's been accused. We don't even know if it's. We don't.
Who?
The brother.
Nikki's one.
Nicki
But-
brother. No, Nicki's brother's been convicted, no?
Yeah, he's convicted. But you know what it is with Nikki's one as well, though? She never spoke, she never said anything about it. I think what the headlines did was, oh, Nikki's paying for his bills and all that kind of stuff. But
No, but even if he has been convicted of it or whatever, I'm saying as the family, she might see that situation different or understand something different about it. If that
As in,
makes
she
sense.
doesn't. Are you saying that she might not believe it's true and just might be funding?
Yeah,
the-
or like just you know, like just the.
or she
There's-
has
there's
access to
nuance-
news that
there's-
we don't in the public kind of
The
thing.
nuance, you mean?
There's nuances in these things. You know what I'm trying to say? Like there's.
I mean,
like,
that nigga did
No,
this shit.
I hear you,
He
but I'm
did do it,
saying if
allegedly.
it was like, the evidence was concrete.
yeah, it could have been. If say that it's statutory stuff, underage, rare, and you done it.
Yeah.
But she might know that at the time he didn't know.
Okay.
You
Okay,
get-
so
that's-
she might know more stuff than the media's put out.
Yeah, and that's why she's
Or she
comfortable
might have,
supporting
like,
because it's his brother.
grace
It's her brother as well, isn't it?
in
So
terms
it's
of,
different.
Maybe he was 17, she was 15. Like, you know, like she might, like you
She
said,
would know, yeah,
nuance
she
and
would know
stuff like
more
that.
than the public do.
Also, guys, there are people that it doesn't matter. Blood is blood, and so they will ride until
That's
the wheels
true
come
as
off.
well.
That's just that. There's
That's
certain
great,
mothers
not
that will
expensive,
ride.
man.
Some mothers will ride with their sons no matter the crime. Some, you know, girlfriends with their
Yeah.
boyfriends. I don't know if I have examples of men doing it for women, but I'm sure that exists. So yeah, like,
Yeah.
Remy Ma and Papoose.
Same page.
can I say?
Each other.
Can I-
I'm thinking that.
Can I say that not everyone can use that one example for the rest of time, please?
After-
Okay.
But
That's
it's all
everything
we have.
about-
That's all we have.
So unless someone else commits a crime,
But-
What's the context?
Remy
Remy
Ma,
Ma shot
a person.
in the stomach, I believe,
Yeah, she shot someone, got convicted for that,
She's in prison for like
prison
8 years.
and he
I believe.
was loyal to her, visited
Allegedly.
her, had sex.
That's the question I'm going to ask. Do you believe that
No.
Papoose was loyal? I mean, loyal as in he didn't sleep with anyone else.
I think it is the problem.
I think at this
course
point,
he
if a
did.
woman came out and said, yeah,
Of
that
course he
Papoose
definitely did.
slept with me, oh, see, I must look so childish to you guys. I was like, yeah, he was being honest. But anyway,
Mr.
because
Good-
he was still fucking her in the prison.
Yeah, once.
Yeah,
a-
but once every 3 months.
Once
Oh, was
a
that
month.
it? Is that what? No, it's not
Conjugate,
that.
you can't get conjugate visits as you would in the outside world where you just go downstairs.
My
and
thing
get
is that
some.
his reputation is so patterned that if a girl did come out and say it, I think nobody will believe the
I
girl.
think if
No, his rep
if-
is proper pattern as well.
it is,
That's
there,
what's
but
mad.
it's
if the
proper
wife
pattern.
is
Yeah.
Remy Ma when she shot somebody in the stomach, for your sakes, I would hope you take that to your grave.
In fact,
No one's gonna be standing with you.
Like, people seem to believe Papoose. Like, it's mad.
It's crazy. But I think it's the romantic side of it. Of
I am
oh,
peeping.
he waited for her because usually you never get the women are the ones who wait for guys.
yeah.
So because he's the one who waited, I think it's just like oh, he waited.
The thing is,
But
He was fucking from she was in the police station.
the thing is, he did wait and he held her down.
What
He did
Remy
visit,
got? Remy got what?
But
Remy.
the same time he waited, he also, took care of himself.
nasty.
Yo.
Yeah, I don't think that man.
Guys, I feel like at this point
We'll
we have
celebrate
like
all. 17
17 people done out here. So let's move to
Everybody's
the
done
outro.
out here.
Everybody's done out here. Guys, we made it to Friday. Let's move out to the outro. Man, another phenomenal episode
Okay,
where everybody was just a little bit uncomfortable at certain points, but we got there, guys.
you did.
Shout out to all the hosts. Like I said, we are hosted by the absolute best. So we have Marks. I don't know, I'm doing the most right now. We got Esther, my
Okay.
royalty. We have Yusuf.
And we have Big Koi.
Big Koi.
Okay.
And then we have Brent, and obviously Emman's out there twerking or something like that. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in. If you are still listening and you have not pressed the subscribe button, you
You're
have not pressed
wild.
the like button, you have not pressed the comment button, we've explained that you like slavery. Change your life. Thank you very
Honestly.
much. And of course, guys, make sure you follow us on all social media platforms. Make sure you like, comment, and share our videos. 2 of your friends, 5 of your enemies. Yeah, switched up today. And if you have a voice note or text message you want to send it to 075-6484-1073. That's 075-6484-1073. And of course, guys, as you know, we will be moving to a different platform where you can watch every show live. Guys, sometimes things get cut out. Sometimes things happen at 8 o'clock on the dot. You lot ain't seen it yet. So if you lot join our new platform, you guys get to see everything before we clock the cameras are on in it. That's where the juice happens. So make sure that you stay tuned for that information. And of course, if you want to inquire about the show or feature on the show, email the team at the day after at the new black, blackhazardx.com. Have a phenomenal weekend.
Have a great
Bye, guys.
weekend.